looking in your eyes, like looking at the sun. I feel like you're the moon, I feel like I'm the one. I wanna get numb, I wanna get numb.
I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet. You take your aim, far away.
I don't wanna know if you're playing me, keep it on the low. 'Cause my heart can't take it anymore. And if you're creeping, please don't let it show. Oh baby, I don't wanna know.
Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am
I need something you prove, something stronger than I'm used to. Yeah, I've been pulling 92 hard and feel like nothing's gonna cut it. That's the hard truth. When I told her, I said, yeah, should've got done, said come again, hey, yeah, I get so caught up, forgot you told me, yeah, hurry my girl, just be the best of all, hey, yeah, next thing I knew. Yeah, I need something you prove. Oh, I need something you prove. Next thing I do. Yeah, I need something you prove. Oh, I need something you prove.
I get this feeling. I wanna be where you are. I wanna be where you are.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Oh baby, good morning. I'm gripping the desk, holding on. It's gonna be a day ahead. It is gonna be a time. It is gonna be a moment. Traders. All right, we're all set here. Let's get ourselves ready to rock and roll. We got a huge day, huge opportunity. 7 a.m. press release wave came at you in 30 seconds. Got to do it, traders. Got to do it big as we always do. All right, guys, here we go. It's game time. 15 seconds until the hot news comes on in. Now, it is Friday. We're trying to make as much money as we possibly can. We want to be able to kick off this weekend with no worries whatsoever. How nice is it? I like to call it Free Weekend Friday. Free Weekend Friday is the goal. Let's make enough money that our entire weekend's free. Dinner's free, gas is free, groceries is free. Let's do exactly that. Guys, all eyes on the scanner. Let's see if we get anything big, anything in gold, anything that's positive results. Fourth quarter results. That's an earnings report. So earnings report just came on out with results. Come on, I'm ready for something big if it comes on out here. I'm pulling the trigger, giving it a chance. Staring at the news scanner. Just always want to be ready for anything. So far, we've had VS versus System get a little bit of hype. ZEO, a little bit of choppy hype. Nothing that's up too big just yet. We have VS, which is up 78% on the day. And then we have ZEO, which is only up 55%. And UKK, which is up 37%. SMX unreveals advanced protection for cyber hardware and electronics. Nothing too crazy just there. If you guys see anything wild, remember, we are a team. We are going to help each other grow. We're going to make sure that we're doing everything here. So every single day, traders want to come out on top, want to be learning, growing, becoming better, making sure every single person is being smart. So let's just stay alert on all cases here, traders. Give me 2 seconds. I want to make sure we are all set up here, not missing anything whatsoever. Also, a little heads up, this is what I was trying to get. If you are brand new over to TradeCaster, just a little heads on up, we do offer you 2 different live streams. You can always watch over on our private YouTube stream that we always have a public one today, and we have a private one, which, isn't live because we're going public at this moment. But at the same time, we also do have Pro Trading Room, which is private for only TradeCaster members as well. So you guys can go ahead and check out that stream if you like it more than YouTube. You won't be able to see me, but you will be able to hear me. So check out both links if you guys, again, have not checked out both links before, and see which one you guys like better. It's all preference. Whichever, again, one, is quicker for you, you like better, you enjoy, you're all set, ready to get after it. So let's get ourselves, again, excited and start off on this day. So far, again, watching for that 7 a.m. news, we have not had that press release that really, again, sent this party into the atmosphere yet, guys. Have we? Not really. Again, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so far, we want to see that press release that gets the people excited. So traders, let's take a second here. Let's do a trip down memory lane. Let's do it. Let's go down memory lane together. And when I say memory lane, what do I mean? Let's talk about everything that has happened so far this week. Let's take it from the very beginning, because there are a few things that I think every trader needs to be aware of that a lot of people are forgetting about at this moment. So number one, what did we start off with? Well, as always, we start off with Monday. Traders, was there any big events on Monday? Was there anything that was going crazy on Monday? Well, really, again, Monday, if you were not here, was all about PHIO. This is all Monday was about. So if you guys were not here on Monday, 5 trading sessions ago, we actually saw a very nice move on PHIO, where you can see that the stock went all the way from 165, spiked all the way up towards $10, and then fell all the way back on down towards $1, right? It gave everything on back, as all of these plays do. This is why you never long-term invest just a random hot day trade. Sometimes people might say, oh, Dek, I want to jump it on this play and hold it forever. No, never do that, never. You, again, jump it on, again, these low float plays, they go on massive spikes, and they come all the way back on down, okay? That's it. I know some of you guys saying, Dek, SMX got a little fire. There's no press release real here. SMX, advanced protection for cyber hardware and electronics. I don't think it's going to hold on up. You could keep your eyes peeled on it. It is a press release that just came out. It did spike up 18% real quick, but you could see it's coming right back on down. I really would not trust it. So, PHIO. This was the clear-cut #1 top gainer on Monday. Massive spike. Came all the way back on down. Then what did we have? We had on Tuesday, AIFF, right? So again, as we head into Tuesday, every trader said, hey, what's the best play? AIFF. AIFF, same exact thing. Came out with news. The stock went on a very big spike. And then what did we see right after that? The stock came crashing all the way back on down. So Monday and Tuesday were about very big spikes, and then again, very big dumps. Now, as we moved over into Wednesday, we had a few different things happen. We had a couple different stocks start taking on off. We had #1, we had OSTX, which went on a nice move. And then #2, what else did we have though? We also had CPI data, which made the market go on a very nice rip and run. So #1, we did have OSTX, which had a very quick hard spike, then gave back all of its gains. But then we also had the S&P 500, and the S&P 500 over on Wednesday, right? This is where we had that very nice rip and run right here. So we had another big breakout, which was rather quick, but then the S&P 500 kind of stole the show. The S&P 500, this play went on this very crazy rip and run, went on this very crazy spike after CPI data came on out, right? Then on Thursday, did we get anything yesterday? Well, we did have BRNA, I believe it was. what was the play yesterday? Let me go over to right here. BMRA, excuse me. BMRA. This was yesterday where we did have a very tiny stock. 30-cent stock, spike on up towards $1. And as I stated yesterday, if you guys were here, guess what? If you buy after a 200% spike, you're going to lose. And then the stock just came right back on down. This is the habit that you guys need to understand. And I know I've been putting this on you guys for the last 4 days, 5 days straight, which is what? Everything goes up in pre-market, everything comes down during the day. Remember, traders, look at what we've seen over the past 5 days. I'm not lying to you. It is PHIO. You can take a look. Goes on up, comes crashing on down. It's AIFF, goes on up, comes crashing on down. It's OSTX, goes on up, comes crashing on down. It's BMRA, goes on up, comes crashing on down. You can't hesitate. You can't be late. You can't be the person that's, sitting back and saying, oh, I'll wait until I buy it at the top. You either buy first or again, you short last. And what I mean by short last is you get in at the very tippity top. You're basically being the first person to short it, but it's almost like the last person be buying it, right? So that's what we have on this day. Now, if that's the way that we see that this penny stock market works, if that's the way that we see that this penny stock market, starts gaining fire and starts getting attraction towards it, we have to say to ourselves, hey, the moment we see a hot press release, no hesitation. The only con that could happen to us, let's say you get involved on whatever play. You say, all right, Dek, let's imagine. You say, Dek, I think MOV is a good press release. All right, MOV right here. Movado partners with Derek Adams to unveil new artist series collection. That's what you believe is going to be the next big rip and run, okay? And you say, oh, MOV, I'm going to jump in on this play. Remember, every single press release at this moment, every single stock is at 0% right now. Every stock that is at 0%. If news comes out on a play, and I'm talking about positive data, agreement news, whatever, the only option is up. If you see a play that has positive data and it hasn't spiked yet, you could be the first one noticing it. You could be the first one getting involved into it. It's okay if you want to give it a chance. There is no risk in giving a stock a chance. That's what I want you guys to understand. That's what I want you guys to be able to say. It's like, hey, you know what? Let me give it a chance. If it doesn't spike, it doesn't spike. I might lose $50. No big deal. But if it does spike, you are going to make so much money. It's going to be ridiculous, right? So that's how every single person needs to be waking up and having that mindset going forward. So traders, that's what it's all about right now. Now let's see if we do have any sort of news or action over on some of these plays. Number one play that we have at this time is VS. Number two top player is ZEO. What is going on with these two stocks right now at this moment? It looks like ZEO is a little bit of a better mover. Even though ZEO is a little bit choppy, we are seeing ZEO as a little bit of a better mover. Now, regardless, before we even look into if these stocks have any sort of news, they're both 1 million in float. So they're both low float stocks that have decent gap ups right now, if that's a ZEO or if that's VS. Now, all it comes on down to, is there going to be a credible reasoning on why the stock would take on off? Let's take a look at ZEO, which looks a little bit better already. ZEO, taking a look over on this play, the most recent news. Ooh, I'm not seeing too much news right here. Let me double check this somewhere else. ZEO, what do we have here? Bing, bing, bing. I'm not seeing too much. Let me look on Yahoo Finance. I always like to double check. So I'm looking around, kind of see if there's any sort of news. Last press release I see on Yahoo Finance was 2 months ago. Last press release I see over on Foxrunner was 2 months ago. Last press release I see over on FinViz was 2 months ago. So I am not seeing anything. And if I'm wrong, please always feel free to correct me. But I am not seeing anything for ZEO at this time. So ZEO, this stock is a stock that is having a gap up at this moment, right? Which has a gap up at this moment with no news. That means there's no credibility. No one knows why this stock is up at this time. So does it give you confidence to pull the trigger on a stock that's up 80% that says, hey, why are you buying this play? And the only answer you can give me is, it's a low float stock, it's a Friday, I'm just trying to make some money. If that's the answer that you can accept, right, then go ahead and pull the trigger. The worst thing, though, is when people pull the trigger and they don't know why. Hey, why you went on that play? I don't know, it's going up. Hey, why'd you buy ZEO? I mean, I don't know. It's like ZEO, it just seems like it's a stock that's making people money. Those are awful answers. If I ever catch you giving me that answer, I'm going to have security come in the chat room and again grab you by your heels, beat you up down all 110 floors, and throw you in the back alley. That's not what we teach here. Now, if you want to be honest and transparent, and you say, and I say, hey, why you buying it on ZEO? And you say, Dek, ZEO, I know it has no news. Dek, I know ZEO, this is just a play that I'm hoping makes me money. But it is the top gainer on the day. It's a low float stock. It's a Friday. And you know what? Maybe it catches some fire and it goes on a spike. I understand the risks, but you know what? I'm going to give it a chance anyway. If you give me that answer, I would say, hey, I gotcha. Makes sense. I gotcha. You're trying to make a little bit of money. You are getting a little bit gambly. It's the number one top gainer. It has a low float. Maybe it goes on a big spike. Maybe it doesn't. But at least you understand that. And you understand the risk that it comes with trading ZEO. If you said that to me, I would say, hey, I gotcha. Go after it. I hope this thing rips up to $5. But if I say, why are you buying it on ZEO? And you say, well, maybe it goes on up a little bit more. Maybe it just climbs a little bit higher. Right? It's like, oh, guys, don't gamble. Okay? So we want to be able to understand both sides of the spectrum. Do I like ZEO? I like how it's moving up. I like how it has a low float. But it's so tough for me as a mentor, as someone who teaches, for someone that's live streaming in front of over 1,000 people, for me to say, hey guys, I'm buying ZEO, and people say, why do you buy it? And I'm saying, well, I just hope it goes on up. It's just a low float stock with no news. I know it's already up 80%, could crash at any moment, but hopefully it just keeps going higher. It's tough for me to do, right? Especially again, when I'm trying to practice what I preach, right? So we want to make sure that we are doing everything that we possibly can to come out on top, to make sure that we're doing everything right. Now, what about VS? Do we have anything over on VS today? Versus. Take a look over on VS. Thursday, 1-16. So again, that was last night. Thursday, 1-16. And it says VS Versus expands into Brazil, one of the largest gaming markets. So it says it announces its expansion into the Brazilian market. So when we open up this article right here, you can see Versus expands into Brazil, one of the largest gaming markets. All right. So I get that. I can understand why VS. Can you guys understand why VS has made the move that it did? Can you guys understand why VS has gotten this climb? Yeah, absolutely makes sense. Saying, hey, you know what? VS, this is a stock that, again, traders are excited about. It's a play that we're saying to ourselves, are we going to move into a bigger market, a bigger clientele? Makes sense. Let me put this back. Go here, da-ding. Bring this on over. Cool. So let's go ahead and take a look now over on VS and see what we have. Now, is that the biggest press release in the world? No, right? But at the same time, they're expanding into a new market. Well, Dek, is that good or is that bad, or how could it be bad? Well, the thing is, traders, a lot of these press releases, they try to sound much better than what they really are, right? It could say, you could argue with me and say, Dek, how are you not buying VS right here? Did you not read what that article just said? It said VS Versus Systems is expanding into Brazil, which is one of the largest global markets there are. There's over $500 billion in the Versus market, or in the gaming industry. Guys, like that could be what the press release says. But what could that really mean? It could mean anything. It could mean, oh yeah, we're going to run advertisements in Brazil. Cool. Anyone could do that. Oh, what do you mean you expanded into Brazil? Oh, we set up a P.O. box. We set up a mailbox over there, and hopefully, again, like we'll start working our way into that. Okay, cool. Guys, we don't want to see like potential. We don't want to see we expand. We don't want to see maybes. We don't want to see could be, or any of that stuff. Might be. Like we predict, right? We expect. None of those words matter. You know what matters to me? If VS came on out and said, after expanding into Brazil, our company has had a 200% increase. That makes sense. Our drug trial has positive results, not potential strong results. Not we expect that our phase 3 trials are going to be positive. We want our phase 3 trials to be positive. So a lot of times you will notice that there will be a lot of press releases that try to sound good. Now, why is that? Why are they trying to sound good? Because guys, all these stocks on the company, all these stocks on the stock market, I know, again, we don't think about them as actual companies. We just think of them as like tickers, like VS. That's the ticker. But these are companies. What is the company's number one goal on the stock market? To get you to give them money. That's all they're doing here. Do you think ZEO is on the stock market just to hang out, just to party, just to have fun? No, they're trying to get your money. That's all they want. They don't care about you. They just want your money. They just want your investment. And they will put out any press release. They'll put out any words that they can, that they're allowed to, that says, hey, how can we try to get more investors? How can we get people to give us their money so we can go ahead and do our things that we want to do? So a lot of times you will see press releases that sound kind of good, but really mean nothing. And if you're a person that just gives them your press release or gives them your money, you're going to realize, oh, wow, the stock didn't spike. Well, yeah, they're just trying to fool you a little bit. They're just trying to, get them to give you your money. Right? So that's why these plays are all on the stock market to begin with. So we got ZEO, which does not have any sort of news. We do have VES from news last night, which is pretty solid. We also had NUKK. NUKK, I believe, was going to get delisted and then got approval to stay on the NASDAQ. So I believe that's what happened last night over on NUKK. NUKK right here, taking a look over on this one. Let's go over NUKK. You could see last night, it successfully resolves the NASDAQ delisting threat. So again, it was going to get delisted because they didn't, let's say, achieve a certain amount of revenue or whatever it could be, right? There's many different reasons, but they, again, have successfully resolved that. So they will be staying on the NASDAQ, and that's good. So NUKK actually had a very good spike. NUKK went all the way from $19 back on up towards around $30. So this play was able to go on a great rip, great run, great pop, great climb. NUKK last night from being a bad company that was going to get delisted off the NASDAQ. Then they again put in their reports and said, hey, nope, we're not that bad. We're good. And the NASDAQ said, okay, you guys can stay. Now you might say, Dek, what do you mean by a bad company? Well, a lot of times once a company falls underneath zero, or when a company is going to go bankrupt, or when a company is just not performing well in any sort of, like it's about to be done with, you get kicked off the NASDAQ and you go to the OTC market. So just a heads on up. If you ever wanted to become a public company, you can't just go straight to the NASDAQ. It's not like you just say, I'm a public company, trade me. You have to go to the OTC market first. The best way to think about this, guys, to understand it, is think about it like like in baseball, or if you guys understand hockey. There's leagues underneath the NHL. There's leagues underneath the MLB, right? You got single A, double A, triple A. Probably a lot of you guys have things around you, which is going to be like a minor league baseball team. So again, closest to me in Pennsylvania, we have the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Now the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, that's the people underneath the Phillies. So if you play very good, if you're the best player on your team on the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, you go up and you play in the Phillies. Same exact thing with the OTC market. If you're a good performing play in the OTC market, the NASDAQ says, all right, hey, we'll give you more exposure. You can come part of us. So everyone wants to be on the NASDAQ. Everyone wants to be on the Phillies. Everyone wants to, right? We have the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, or again, the Allentown Phantoms, which is again underneath, I think, the Penguins for hockey. So again, you got to compete. You got to work your way on up. No one wants to go down to the OTC market. Everyone wants to go up to the NASDAQ market. So being able to stay on the NASDAQ is a very good thing. But that's where we're at this moment. Watching and waiting, seeing what we have over on this day. And traders, can we just kind of kick off this day the right way? Guys, you guys excited for today? You guys pumped on this day? Happy Friday, if I again might throw that on out here for every single trader. And if you guys are ready, if you guys are pumped, if you guys are excited, hit that thumbs on up right now. Smash that thumbs on up right here, baby. Let's get ourselves ready to rock and roll. It's Friday. It's Friday, guys. You know what we like to do on Fridays? And again, for everyone over the age of 21, Claire. Actually, no, not Claire today. Enrique! We always get, again, margaritas passed on out. So please, again, type in the chat room right now at this moment. Do you guys want an original? Do you guys want a strawberry? Or do you guys want a mango blast? Please let me know. We're going to, again, get them all going. Pass them out around 9 o'clock. But again, I know there's a lot of orders that we got to take. Enrique's going to be pretty busy in the back of the corner. So again, original margarita. Do you want to be able to have a little mango blast or strawberry? Just let me know so I can get a good head count. We'll be all set here. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday, traders. Mango Blast. Mango Blast seems like it's going to be a big hit today. Enrique! Enrique! Cut up some more mangoes. Mango Blast is a big hit today. Yeah, I know. I'm more of an original guy. Just throw me an original. I'm happy with it. I think Mango Blast is going to be good, though, for sure. I feel bonita. Woo! Now, guys, can we just address the thoughts that everyone is thinking at this moment? And it's okay. We can do it. What is the elephant in the room? What is everyone saying at this moment? What is everyone saying? Hey, you know, Dek, can we talk about this, please? Can we talk about this, please? Can we talk about this, please? Fine, I'll bring it on up. Yes, I got a haircut yesterday. Yes, it looks fantastic. Yes, I'm extremely good looking. I get it. Guys, fine. Let's just get it out of the way. Everyone take a deep breath, take a picture. Whatever you need. And let's just keep moving on. That's it. I mean, guys, I don't want to be sitting here all day just talking about that. So let's just get it out of the way now. Let's just, again, you know, get your fix out, whatever you need, and then let's keep moving forward. Okay? Is that okay? Can we do that together? All right, good. Glad we can move on. Let's have ourselves a big day. Big day ahead. NUKK working stuff on up. ZEO trying to get a little climb. ISPC, XHG, UCL. Got to get ready for the 7:30 a.m. press release. Dek, there is no trading on Monday. That is correct, guys. There is no trading on this Monday. So, what is Monday for anyone who does not know? Monday is Martin Luther King Day. So make sure you guys understand that I will not be live streaming over on Monday, and the stock market is closed. So if you guys show up to tradecaster.com on Monday, please be aware and please note this right now that, again, the stock market is closed on Monday. All right. So we've had a little bit of vacations, haven't we? With, again, Thanksgiving, with Christmas falling on a Wednesday, with New Year's falling on a Wednesday, with the passing of President Carter, and now we have Martin Luther King Day. So Martin Luther King Day is on Monday. You guys do have a 3-day weekend coming on up. Just a little heads up for every single trader. Right now, VS here, ZEO, TGL. Still watching, still waiting. Let's see if we got anything big over on CNBC today. Getting ourselves prepared over on this day. Getting ourselves ready. What do we have? It says stock futures gain as the S&P 500 heads to the best week since November. SpaceX Starship rocket breaks up after launch. Flight divert after FAA debris warning. Why 2025 is set to be a crucial year for Amazon Zoobox robot taxi. Look at this thing, guys. Look at this thing. Why 2025? Amazon-backed Zoox is hoping to succeed commercialize robo-taxi operations in 2025. The company plans to start rides to the public quite soon, expanding its operating regions and growing its self-driving vehicles fleet from the couple of dozen it currently operates. So what is this? How does this work, guys? I gotta look at how this works. This is a self-driving Amazon vehicle, which I get. Like every single day, an Amazon guy pulls into my driveway and he runs out with some boxes and puts it on my front porch. So I can understand if Amazon is saying, hey, what if we could cut out all Amazon drivers and just have it do it for free? Okay, I definitely understand that. But how do they deliver it to my front porch? That's like, or do they just leave it in the middle of my driveway? Like so I mean, it's cool. It's a self-driving vehicle, but how does it pick the right package and leave it in my driveway or put it on my front door? Right? I don't know. I know there's Waymo. I know there's Cybercab. Take a look at this, guys. You know, we have our Cybercab. Cybercabs, I think, look cool. Cybercabs are 100% self-driving vehicles. Cybercabs have the Lamborghini doors that go on up. These are supposed to come on out in about 2 years. So these are self-driving vehicles. For anyone who does not know either, that is not a steering wheel. There is nothing inside the Cybercab. There's no wheel. There's no pedals. You just type in where you want to go, and it takes you there. So that's what the Cybercab looks like. Then I know, again, Google has Waymos, which again are just kind of more like SUV type vehicles, right? So when you guys take a look over on a Waymo right here, this is what like most Waymos look like, kind of something more that looks like this, right? And those are all self-driving vehicles. You get in on them. They're live right now. You can be able to hop in. These look fine. These look cool. Teslas look pretty dope. I don't know. Something about this makes me just want to like destroy it. You ever see someone that you see and you're just like, something about that face just wants to make me hit it? Something like this makes me just want to run out with a little sledgehammer and knock these little things off. I don't know. Guys. We're getting into the robotics age, and maybe I'm not prepared for it. We have the S&P 500. Stock futures gain as the S&P 500 heads for the best week since November. It says stock futures ticked higher on early Friday morning as Wall Street looks to complete its first weekly gain for the new year. For the week, the Dow and the S&P 500 up 2.9% and 1.9% respectively. That puts them on pace for the biggest weekly advance since the week of the U.S. presidential election in November. The Nasdaq Composite is up 0.9%. Those gains came after investors received back-to-back reports showing inflationary pressures are softening somewhat. The core consumer, aka the CPI data, rose less than expected year-on-year data. Strong earnings from major banks also boosted stocks this week as they tried to shake off December's drum rolls for carried over into the start of 2025. So traders, we got some things, of course, that we have to be aware of. Now with the SPY is moving on up here. We are again basically erasing. That's the thing about how the SPY works. The SPY erases gains like that, or erases losses like that. It took us from peak. We were at 610-ish, and it took us over a month to fall. It's taken us 3 days to be able to recoup a lot of those gains or losses, excuse me. So it's like when we go straight up, when we go up, we go straight up, right? When we go up, we basically just rip and run all the way on up here. Now, I'm actually surprised that the SPY is holding up so well. Now, why am I surprised about this? Because Apple got crushed yesterday. If anyone did not see, Apple had one of its biggest losing days probably in like the past year. It had a 4% drop yesterday. Traders, take a look at what Apple looked like yesterday. That was Apple stock yesterday. All right? So Apple got absolutely demolished yesterday. Now let's go ahead and just take a look at why. I believe there was a lot of bad news with China. So let's see here. Apple had its worst day, right? Apple has its worst day since August following reports of China and AI struggles. Apple stock closed down 4% on Thursday, its worst day since August 5th, following several reports of lackluster iPhone sales in China. The iPhone maker stock price is down nearly 12% from its most recent peak in December, and its worst performing of the 7 largest tech stocks so far in 2025. So what does that say to you guys? Would anyone here think at this moment, oh, Deck, that means dip buy, baby? Hey, Apple at this moment. You guys are getting Apple at a pretty good price, not going to lie. If you wanted to jump in on Apple at this moment at the price of $229, you are getting it at the same price that some people are almost paying back in June. So imagine if you bought in June. You could have bought Apple in June, and you would be sitting almost, all right, let me go to the right price, excuse me, right here. You still bought it in June 10th, and you would be sitting at the same price of about 9 months ago, 8 months ago. That's, again, a little frustrating. Isn't it a little frustrating when you jump into a play and you hold it for 8 months, you hold it for a year, and you're sitting at the same exact price as where you're at? You put money into the stock market, you expect that it's going to go on up. But that's why, again, usually the safest investment is always the S&P 500, because the S&P 500 usually does move up. Now, can there be, again, strong pullbacks? Absolutely. But it is always frustrating when you put money into the market, 10 months go by, 8 months go by, whatever, and you're still sitting at the same exact area. You want to be in the green. You want to make money, obviously. So let's see what we get here, traders. We got about 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute until 7:30 a.m. press release. Guys, if I see something good at 7:30, I'm just pulling the trigger right away. Is that okay with everyone? I'm just giving everyone that heads on up right here and right now. So heads up for every single person. I want to pull the trigger. I want to make some money. Again, we made money on Monday. We made money on Tuesday. We sat on out over on Wednesday. I want to go ahead and pull the trigger here. I want to get some cash. So if I see something good, I'm just jumping in. If I see something hot, if I see something worth my while, I'm jumping on in. Just a little heads up for you at this time. Let me bring over my position box. My position box is 0 out of 0. Just want to make sure that you guys fully understand that. There's nothing that I'm in on at this moment, but I am going to be watching this closely to see if we do get any sort of big spikes, rips, and runs. So I'll just even leave my position box right there for you guys so you guys can see the moment I jump on in. I'm going to be watching the news scanner over the next minute and a half here to see if we get anything good, anything worth it. So now, woo! We're all ready to rock. Let's get this order box all set. And if we see anything that's worth jumping in on, I'm just going to pull the trigger, give this Friday a chance. Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1. Give us some 7:30 news. Friday, again, is sometimes, again, I don't want to say it, but sometimes, again, Friday we don't have as much news just because it's Friday. Sometimes Fridays are a little bit slower. But let's see if we get anything big, anything worth our time, anything hot right here at 7:30. Come on now, wake up, market. Give us a couple of positive press release status. Give us something. No news has come through yet. No news has come through at 7:30. Now we do know the biggest press release waves. I'm not going to say the biggest news, but the biggest press release waves are always 8 o'clock and 8:30. If you guys are on the West Coast time, obviously that's 5 o'clock and 5:30. Right now, I don't think any news just yet. Dek, why is there no news? It is Friday. Sometimes, again, Fridays we have lack of news. Fridays are usually, again, lack of traders in the chat room, lack of traders over on YouTube, lack of news, lack of hype, lack of spikes. But hopefully we can get something here. QNTM has a court date. So do I think that's going to spike? Not really. That doesn't really, again, get me excited as an investor, get me excited as a trader. OTLK has a buy target. Get pushed up towards a $30 price target. Well, I would say that's kind of interesting. OTLK has holds a buy price target of $30. The stock's at $2. Stock's at $2. So maybe it could get a little bit of hype. Maybe that could get a little bit of action. Waiting on this, traders. If you guys see anything, feel free to throw it on out there. Poti, Dek, do you trade futures at all? Nope, I don't trade futures. Guys, I trade again, and I think every single person can agree with me. I trade the best strategy in the world that has the odds in my favor. I trade the strategy that has me 90% chance of winning, 10% chance of losing. I don't like buying plays, let's say even the S&P 500, where I'm saying, okay, let's do an option trade today. Dek, is it going up or down today? I have no idea. Dek, let's go ahead and let's buy Tesla today. Is it going up or down today? I have no idea. Tesla, over time, will go up. Over time, Tesla will go up. SPY, over time, it will go up. But I don't know if it's going to have a randomly large red day today. I don't know if it's going to have a little green day today. It's very hard to predict the exact day. You can predict the overall trend, but it's very tough to predict the exact day. So guys, not too much at 7:30 here today. Not too much at 7:30. Not too much we're seeing at 7:30 right here. Right now, NUKK is getting some good volume still, guys. Look at NUKK. NUKK actually getting a little bit of hype. NUKK still getting a little bit of a breakout. And NUKK trying to make a little bit of a move here. Trying to go on a little bit of a climb and a spike. Now, I was going to say, guys, let's go ahead and look for maybe a potential short on NUKK. Dek, why would you look for a short, or why would you look at NUKK? Regardless, it's moving. Guys, at the end of the day, I'll be honest with you. If you say, Dek, what do you think about stock XYZ? What do you think about stock ABC? What do you think about stock FEG? At the end of the day, I don't care about any specific company other than my long-term investments. I want you to know, as a day trader, all I care about is movement. That's it. All I care about is movement. All I care about is volume. My goal every single morning is to find what stock is going to find the most amount of volume. When I take a look at, let's say, VS or like this stock, can I make money on this play right now? Let me ask you guys a question. Can you make money on a stock that does this? If you buy in here and you sell here, are you making any money? The answer is no. You cannot make any money on this type of play. So Dek, what type of plays do you make money on? You make money on stocks that do this, or stocks that do this, or stocks that do this and then do this and then do that. Right? You make money when you can go ahead and buy stocks on the upside, when you can get dip buys, when you can find explosive moves, or once you see that the stock is up, you short it back on down to nothing, right? These are the type of plays that you want to make money on. So the thing is, my goal every single morning is to stay away from stocks like this, stay away from boring plays, and look for hotter plays like this. Now, NUKK just went from $27 to $35. So I would say, hey guys, let's get ready for a possible short. What's the issue though? The issue is there's a T here. The T stands for max threshold. That means you cannot short it. So again, NUKK, at least on Lightspeed, is unshortable. You're not allowed to short this play. And since you're not allowed to short this play, guys, obviously it kind of hurts it for us that, we can't trade it. I love the fact how much it's moving. I love how much it's already up. Well then, Dek, let's go ahead and buy it then. Guys, what do I say? You're either the first one to buy it or you're the first one to short it. You are not going to be the last person to buy it. We're not buying it after a $10 rip. What are we, stupid? Right? Oh, hey, let's go ahead and buy it at $36. Let's go buy it at $35. Guys, it's just turning into a big red candle right now. Right? We can't buy plays that have already spiked $10 and be the guy that all we're doing is we're putting in our money so the guy at the bottom can take our money and leave. That's all we'd be doing. That's not what we want to do in any sort of way. So we want to always be staying alert, and we always want to stay ready for that in every single sense. Traders, yesterday was a fun day too, wasn't it? Yesterday was a fun day. Eddie, if you're here right now, I paid Eddie on out, gave him his $300. Ben, I know again, Ben had a tough time, only won a penny, but I'm going to send him a hoodie. And then on top of that, Cole won a free month over on tradecaster.com. So if I could short NUKK, I would probably try to get involved in the $35 region. I like that if I could. And again, I can't. So I just want to be honest and open. I can't short it. There's a T here, see max threshold. BNAI just came out with a press release about 1 minute ago. BNAI, exclusive reseller relationship, advanced automotive initiatives. So again, little heads on up, BNAI. I'm not saying that's a great press release, but at some point, guess what? Traders just like you and me, like right now, what do we have? We have 425 people watching over on YouTube. We have 1,000 people watching over on Tradecaster. You guys just have to realize something. You want to make money, right? At some point, if that's now, if that's at 8 o'clock, if that's at 8:30, people are going to have FOMO get the best of them. And what I mean by have FOMO get the best of them is that they are going to be saying to themselves, ooh, I'm going to be pulling the trigger for this reason. Or, hey, I want to make money. I want to get in right now. This is my Friday. I don't want to miss out on a play. So there will be one stock, if that has a press release or not, that will spike today. So just tell you, there's spikes every single day. Every single day, guys. It doesn't matter what day it is. Remember, we can go through the trip of memory lane. It doesn't matter if it's PHIO, there's a monster spike on Monday. It doesn't matter if it's AIFF, there's a monster spike on Tuesday. It doesn't matter if it's OSTX, there's a monster spike on Wednesday. It doesn't matter if it's BMRA, there is a monster spike over on Thursday. Every day there's a monster spike. So it just comes on down to sometimes it's either a play that you didn't think was going to spike, or sometimes if there is really no good news, it's just a random low float ripper. But every day you'll find a stock like this. Every day you'll find a stock like that. Every day there will be stocks that go on spikes. It just comes on down to, are you ready for it? Are you prepared for it? And if you do, get in. If you miss it, it's all right. So if you miss it, it's all right. So right now, traders, we are again sitting, watching, staying alert. I will also be honest with you. You know how I always say, guys, never gamble, never gamble, never gamble. I will let you know tonight, I am actually going to a casino tonight. Why am I going to a casino tonight? It's because it's my friend's like bachelor party and he wants to go to a casino. So I'm going with him. So you know what? Good old 21-year-old Decky is coming on out tonight. I am going to take $200. Yes, you guys heard me correctly. $200,000. Hold on, scratch that. I might be getting a little carried away. I don't know what I'm going to take out, but I know it's gambling, right? I understand that. I don't see my job here as gambling whatsoever, but when I go to a casino, whatever you take out, expect to lose it. So usually, I don't know, I'll take out like 200, 300 bucks, and I'm just going to be sitting on down, and guess what my game is? Someone take a wild guess. Take a guess at what... It's like I haven't walked into a casino in probably like 4 years. What do you think my game is? Take a guess. Take a wild guess. Me, I sit on down next to my table and it's just me and no one else that looks like me. Yes, guys, I play a little baccarat. You know what I'm talking about? We sit on down. Give me again. I play banker all day. Sitting there with a whole bunch of, Asian folks having a good time. I have no idea what they're talking about. They could be making fun of me constantly, but when they laugh, I laugh. That's it. So any big gamblers out there probably know what I'm talking about. But oh yeah, just sit there. I have no idea what's happening 20% of the time. See, I know. Most Americans love blackjack, love playing craps. Go sit down and play a little baccarat. It's like 50-50. VS right here, still watching. ZEO, TGL. I love it. Good times. Right now, traders, we are watching and waiting, seeing what's going to be coming on up here. Seeing where this momentum is truly going to take us. 7:40 in the morning. Let's see what we have here. Morning squawk just came on through. Let's check out the morning squawk here today, guys. And let's see what we have on the morning squawk. It says, back on track, baby. It says the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500 are headed for their best week since November election of 2.9% and 1.9% respectively. The NASDAQ Composite is up 0.9% in the past 4 trading sessions and is headed for its best weekly performance since December. Boom time for banks. It's a good time to be a banker. JP Morgan, Chase, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley all handily beat Wall Street estimates for the fourth quarter, boosted by surging trading activity and pickup of deal flow. And the boom times are just getting started. All right? Guys, boom times are just getting started. Booming, baby. So, we are going to continue to keep our eyes peeled, see what's going to be coming on up. VS, a little bit of action. NUK right here, a little bit of action. But we basically have to be waiting until 8 a.m. for that next rip and next run. Traders, let's give it a little bit of time right here. Let's see what comes on up. We are going to be rocking and rolling all morning as we have been. I want to make some good trades. I want to make some good money, but I want to have an absolutely fantastic Friday with you. Guys, let's give it about a 10-minute break. Let's get back on the mic here right before the 8 a.m. press release wave, and let's pull the trigger at 8 a.m., make some money off some hot news, and let's do what we do best. I will say watch the news scanner at 7:45, so watch the news scanner in the next 3 minutes to see if anything comes on out. But everyone take a couple seconds, get your cereal, get your Captain Crunch, get your coffee, go to the bathroom, get a water, whatever you guys need, and let's get ready to get dialed in on an awesome day ahead. Guys, hit that thumbs on up if you guys haven't. Hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't. Tradecaster members, let's get good. Let's get ready to rock. You absolutely terrific, best looking people ever. Let's get ready to get after this day. Traders, big day ahead. I'll see you guys back here in about, let's go with 10 minutes. And let's get ready for the 8 a.m. press release. I'll see you guys back here momentarily. Let's get after it. Let's have some fun.
All the friends know of me. Young bull living like an old keys. Quick release the cash, watch it fall slowly.
Waking up too early, maybe we could sleep. Make you banana pancakes, pretend like it's the weekend now.
Smoke in the air, binge drink.
Look. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish, and motherfuckers act like they forgot about Dre. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish, and motherfuckers act like they forgot about Dre. So what do you say to somebody you hate, or anyone trying to bring trouble your way? One of his gold things gonna bloody your way. Just study your tape of NWA. One day I was walking by with a Walkman on when I caught a guy, give me an awkward eye. Strangled him off in the parking lot with his cork and eye.
You stay on my mind, think about you all the time. Got to get to know you well. If you kiss, then I will tell. You stay on my mind, think about you all the time. Got to get to know you well. If you kiss, then I will tell.
I took the walk to Poland. I took the walk to Poland.
We'll be young forever. You make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. The way you turn me on, I can't sleep. Let's run away and don't ever look back. Don't ever look back.
College educated, she graduated. Any bill she can't front, her parents paid it. The show was far, you the only one with a car out your girlfriends. But being that she's a big fan, of course she made it. Most girls wanna hide the fact of the thrill they chasing, but you just wanna get drunk tonight and fuck someone famous. So I just name a time and a place, and you're game for it. Value player, hotel room, meet you there.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. So darling, darling,
Baby girl, you know what I want. Let me do it to you, Let me do you like Baby girl, you know what I want. Let me do it to you, Let me do you like
so darling, darling, stand by me, oh, stand by me.
God have mercy on your soul.
Do you still want me? Can I be honest? I still want your hands up on my body. You still make my heart beat fast. Ferrari with me in the wave, but in the morning. Do you still want me? So baby, if you want me, you've got to show me love. Words are so easy to say. You've got to show me love. Can I be honest? I still want your hands up on my body. You still make my heart beat fast. Ferrari with me in the wave, but in the morning. I need you to hold on. Maybe we should place ourselves far away. Although I should be the one to say we all make mistakes. Take me and hold on. Tell me that you need to say. 'Cause I know it feels to be someone. Feels to be someone. I can buy myself flowers, write my name in sand, talk to myself for hours, say things you don't understand. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back. Oh, I can take myself dancing, and I can hold my head. Yeah, I can love me better than you can.
Y'all already know who I am. My name's Topher.
Cause I'm a monster.
I know you're tired of loving with nobody to love. Nobody. Just grab somebody, don't live in this party with nobody to love. Nobody.
And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, where the landslide brought me down. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But darlings older, children get older, and I'm getting older too.
Then somebody said to me, nigga, why you babysitting? Only 2 or 3 shots. I'ma show you how to turn it up a notch. First you get a swimming pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. Pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. I wave a few bottles, then I watch them all fly. All the girls wanna play, baby, watch. I got a swimming pool full of liquor, and they dive in it. Pool full of liquor, I'ma dive in it.
I love her mom, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed. And it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas. Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. And we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time. And I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. And we gon' make you lose your mind. We just wanna see you shake that.
If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget me?
Shake that.
Can you keep up, baby boy? I can lose my breath. Bring me noise, I can lose my breath. Hit me hard, I can lose my. Can you keep up, baby boy? I can lose my breath. Bring me noise, I can lose my breath.
I've got another confession to make. I'm your fool. Everyone's got their chains to break, holding you. Were you born to resist or be abused? Is someone getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you?
Keep up, baby boy. I can lose my.
Can we find love again? Is this time? Yeah. Tell me how many more tears will dry till you hit me with can we talk and try love again?
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up shit in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. Got shorty, she try and bless me like I said I do.
When I met you in the summer, to my heartbeat sound, we fell in love as the leaves turn brown. And we could be together, baby, as long as skies are blue. You act so innocent now, but you lied so soon. When I met you in the summer, when I met you in the summer,
and it became personal with me.
You ready? Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. When I bought the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was raining. Flexing on these niggas, I'm like Papa on the spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. Rose, the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type can of mean captain, grind like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new bitch, she'll ride like my ghost. I'm riding around my city with my hands strapped on my toe. Cause these niggas want me dead, and I gotta make it back home.
I got way too much time to be this hurt. Somebody help, it's getting worse. What do you do with a broken heart? Once a love fades, everything starts.
She wants to touch me, woo. She wants to love me, woo. She'll never leave me, woo.
Don't trust her, never trust her. Won't trust her, won't trust me. Shush, girl, shut your lips. Do the Helen Keller and talk with your hips. I said, shush, girl, shut your lips. Do the Helen Keller and talk with your hips. I said.
There she goes again, racing through my brain. Is it like the ocean? What devotion are you? How deep is your love? Till like Nirvana, hit me harder again. How deep is your love? No, don't fuck with my heart. No, don't fuck with my heart. How deep is your love? No, don't fuck with my heart. How deep is your love?
Here we go.
I never fuck Nikki cause she got a man, but when that's over, then I'm first in line. And the other day in her Maybach, I thought God.
Traders. It is time to get back into it at this moment. We do have PRZO getting a little bit of hype at this time, but we got the 8 a.m. press release right away. 8 a.m. press release coming on up here in about 2 minutes. Now, let's get this party going again. It's 8 a.m. at this time. Happy Friday to absolutely everyone. I again put over in chat PRZO, as you guys can see. Now again, Deck, where's PRZO? As again, it doesn't people, I don't want to take credit away from myself. Like I don't, but I'm just being honest with you. Every single morning I get the same questions. Deck, how do you find all the best plays so quickly? How are you alerting all these stocks so fast? How are you jumping in on all these plays, so right away? And I wish I could be like, hey guys, there's some sort of magic secret formula. Obviously, it's just about setting up your broker the right way. And then other than that, it's just by having the right equipment. When I again typed out PRZO, I typed out PRZO literally 18 seconds after the press release came on out. The press release is literally right here. PRZO, 2-star press release, states it. We have receives approval. Traders, I wish I could sit here and say I'm an absolute genius in the stock market. I wish I could stay here and say, hey, I know everything there is about the stock market, and the reason why I'm so successful is because of everything that I do, right? Hey, that's not. Traders, you can set up for success. You could set up your broker. You could set up your scanners. You could set up everything. I use Trade Ideas. I use Fox Runner for my new scanner. I use Lightspeed for my broker. And again, that's just what helps me get all these answers. So traders, in the next 40 seconds, we'll be all set, ready to go here. Now, in the next 40 seconds, we'll have the 8 a.m. press release. Most traders right now are over on PRZO. And if you guys are trading PRZO, that is absolutely perfect. That's fine. You guys can get after it. Receives approval. I am most likely, just because I really want to get a trade in, if I see the word positive results, I'm going to be pulling the trigger and giving it a chance. If I see reaches endpoints, I'm pulling the trigger and giving it a chance. If I see a partnership with a company that I know that is credible, I'm going to pull the trigger and give it a chance. So all of these plays, I'm going to pull the trigger and give it a chance if there is an opportunity to do so. So here we go, guys. We got about 1 minute here. Let's get ready to rock. News is on its way. I will again be reading the news out loud as I see it so that you guys are all set. Right now, no news has come through. Here's a couple of press releases. LCFY stock again comes on out with a partnership, highlights resellers. Lion going to be talking about breakthrough, don't need that. REB has a signing distribution agreement in 6 counties in North Ohio. So AREB, we've had 3 press releases just came on out. LCFY, AREB, LION. None of them right now are getting big volume though. LCFY, nothing really happening just yet. AREB, stock does have a growth signing distribution agreement. AREB right here. Stock's trying to get a little bit of momentum. Could it start squeezing on up? Or could there be something better here in the future? So we do have a signing distribution agreement over on AREB, 4 million in float stock. Trying to get a little hype. So far at this moment, AREB is the best 8 o'clock press release wave. So that's still the best one there. PRZO had a little bit of a rip. PRZO, though, unfortunately, is coming right back on down, as you guys could tell. Lion, Lion, talks about his upcoming earnings report. You really don't need that one in any sort of way. AREB seems like it's the best one as of now, but it's still not getting anything too crazy just yet. Let's see if we get something a little bit better, something a little bit bigger. AMIX, guys, what's going on with the AMIX right here? Is that stock a little bit larger in float? Didn't come across my scanner there. So AMIX, what do we have over on this play? To do 1 minute ago, came out 1 minute ago. It says AIMX finalizes a design for a microchip sensing technology for humans, continuing progress towards a pivotal 2025. So again, it finalizes a design for a microchip. That means again they have a design that they have for a microchip and they're finalizing it. I mean, again, it's like, that's not really that great here. You know, we have a successful completion. I understand the key word. I understand it's having a little bit of ripping and running right now over on AMIX. What is AMIX's float? If it is a super low float play, hey, maybe we go after it just because it's a low float and it possibly go on a big rip and run. But other than that, like, I just don't see it. And this is probably why it's going to go straight up and come straight right back on down. Float over on that play, actually very low, under 1 million in float. Oh, and what am I talking about? AMIX traders, it just didn't have any keywords. AMIX is right here. So again, AMIX, as you guys could see, what's the 3-star word? As successful. So again, AMIX, for some reason or another, my brain was just so much more focused over on partnership, agreement, and then again, having the word breakthrough in yellow. But AMIX is literally right here. You know, you could see 3-star press release, AMIX. For some reason, I just kind of went right over that one because it wasn't color coded in. Had a quick little spike. Again, not really my favorite. But we are, again, waiting and watching. I don't mind. I don't mind, again, waiting for good opportunities. Rez, Deck, what's good volume? Good volume is, again, a stock that's moving. There's no number. It's, again, as long as the stock is moving. So does AMIX have good volume? Take a look at the level 2. The answer is yes. Right? There's good volume on this play. If there's people buying the stock has a chance of going up. If people are selling the play, it has a chance of going down. If there's orders in between, the stock could go on crazy movement. Volume just means, in my eyes, that the stock has movement. Like, for instance, if I say, hey, Deck, you know, can you make money on, let's go with INTZ? Type in INTZ. Is anyone buying this play? No. It's a ghost town here. No one's here. There's no orders. Since there's no orders, guess what? We don't care about it. There's no volume. AMIX has volume. AMIX, there's a chance that this can turn into a play because people are buying it. People are getting involved on this play. So it's not like there's a number. Ooh, once it crosses 1 million, it's good volume. No, it just comes on down to as long as there's movement, as long as there's action, as long as there's activity. So traders, we are still, again, keeping our eyes peeled here. We've had a couple little quick spikes. ZEO is still the #1 top gainer. Nothing that's above 100% on the day. Nothing that's above 100% on the day here. So ZEO, watching, waiting. NUKK, VS, TGL. These are the top gainers so far. The #1 top gainer in the stock market. I just want to make sure you guys realize, if you're sitting right here and saying, man, we're missing out on the best plays in the world. Are we? Guys, ZEO is the #1 top gainer on the day. ZEO has gone from $3 to $4, back on down towards around $3. This is the #1 top gainer on the day. So do not feel like you're missing out on a play. Okay? What do we have here? Nuke. Nuke right now has just jumped into the #1 top gainer spot. Nuke is a good solid play. I personally would look for shorts on Nuke, but it's non-shortable. You can see there's a T here. The T stands for a max threshold, which means you cannot short it. Nuke came out with a press release last night that said that they have regained NASDAQ compliance. So nothing about the company. They didn't come out with good trials, good drug results, nothing like that. This is more of what? This is more of a, we were going to get delisted. We were going to get kicked off the NASDAQ. But you know what? We have a successful NASDAQ, trials. We had a good talk with the NASDAQ essentially, and they're allowing us to stay. And that's what investors liked. BWXT, as you guys know, BWXT is one of my long-term investments. I've talked about this one over the last few days. It's great to see that one up above 120. Again, I got on BWXT back down here. I'm sitting in at BWXT in the 113, 112 region. So again, BWXT, one of my long-term investments, back above 120. That's nice to be able to see that play. I put about, I think, $8,000 in on that play over on BWXT. So again, that's one of my favorite plays, and I've been sitting on that one. I'm going to keep on adding to that one slowly as time goes by. But it's nice to see, again, BWXT back above the 120s and start working its way on up. That one should push me up over $1,000. For my other long-term investments, AMD, I am still down $4. I'm in at 123, right? I'm in at 123 over on that play. So I'm down again, still $4. And then again, Nike, I'm currently at $73, $73.29, which is this orange line right here. So again, my favorite stock, BWXT, is again the one that's up. Nike, again, it's going to be a long-term investment for like 2 years. I think that could easily get back up towards like $90. And AMD, I think, you know, it could easily get back above 150 to be able to get some good money in the future as well. So we just want to continue to stay smart, continue to watch, see what we have here. ROLR earns 4 nominations at International Gaming Awards. So RLOR, 4 nominations at Gaming Rewards. Remember, traders, if you guys are asking about Nuke here, Nuke, it's a good mover right now, 100%. Just take a look at the press release. The press release stated 16 hours ago, Nuke successfully resolves NASDAQ delisting threat. So I went over this around 7 a.m. with the traders that were here. But all this is, for anyone who does not know, is the NASDAQ is like the Premier League, okay? NASDAQ is like the NHL. NASDAQ is like the MLB. NASDAQ is like the NFL. It's like the top of the sports. Now, for anyone who does not know, in baseball, there's minor leagues, right? You probably have a minor league team somewhere around you. In hockey, there's minor leagues. Now, what's the minor leagues in the stock market? The OTC market. So if you are not a good company, or let's say if you are not a good baseball player, you are in the minor leagues. You have to work your way up to get to the Yankees, work your way up to get to the Mets, work your way up to get to the Phillies. Same exact thing in the stock market. In the stock market, if you are not the best of the best, you are in the OTC market. So you have to be thriving. You need to actually be a decently good company to be on the NASDAQ. So Nucleus right here, you can see they were having trouble getting above the NASDAQ rule of 5454B2-A, whatever that is. But now they resolved it. So they were going to get kicked off the NASDAQ and be traded in the OTC market. Now, guys, if you get traded in the OTC market, you can still get investors to invest in you, but you're just not going to get as much exposure. You're not going to get as much credibility. You're just not going to look like as much of a legitimate play, right? So the thing is, you take a look over on NUKK, investors are happy. Investors are excited, saying we're not getting kicked off in the OTC market. We're not getting kicked off and, dropping on down basically to a lower league. That's what's happening over on NUKK today. It's just investors are happy they're not getting kicked off. So, Dek, why were they going to be getting kicked off? I mean, take a look at what NUKK was doing. NUKK was sitting all the way on down towards, sub $1. It was all the way back on down. It wasn't doing anything. Usually when companies start fading and falling and start getting close to bankrupt and stuff, that's usually where they start, getting, hey, that NASDAQ contacts them, say, you guys aren't a good company. We're going to kick you off pretty soon. But, they had this big, huge spike. They resolved their issues with the NASDAQ, and now traders are happy about that. I still think NUKK is going to be a big red day, as usually they all are. Again, you guys can see right here, it is non-shortable. It's a very simple formula. Still, I show you the formula every single day, and people blatantly ignore me. You can blatantly ignore me if you want, but at the same time, take a look at what happened to the #1 top gainer on Monday. Monday, PHIO went on a monster spike, and it turned into the biggest loser of the week. Then number 2, we had AIFF. AIFF, biggest #1 top gainer in pre-market, turned into the biggest loser of the day. Then number 3, we had OSTX. OSTX, that's a big one, and it turned into the biggest loser every single day. Then on top of that, don't not worry, guys, we have BMRA. BMRA is a hot one, and then it turns into the biggest loser every single day. And then we have NUKK. Yep, this is a winner, and it'll probably turn into the biggest loser today. So the thing is, traders, stock trading, day trading is very simple, right? Stock trading and day trading is very simple. You have 2 different options, and those 2 options are you either buy, right? We have, again, the time of 9:30 a.m. 9:30 a.m. is when the stock market opens. This is the stock market. Anytime beforehand, before the stock market opens, is the buy time. Anytime after the stock market opens is the short time. So again, what does that mean? That means, again, when you want to make money and you say, Dek, I want to buy stocks, you have to buy stocks before 9:30 a.m. After, again, you see stocks that are already up this big, stocks that are already up 100, 200% is usually when they do what? Is when everyone locks in their profits and shorters win. Shorting means you bet against the company. You make money as the stock falls. So you either buy in pre-market or short at the start of the day. No, Dek, I don't like doing that. I like buying at the start of the day. So you like losing all your money. Okay, cool. So PHIO traders, again, just look at Spike gives it all on back. AIFF, right? Spike gives it all on back. It doesn't matter what top gainer it is. This is the same thing literally every single week. So if you cannot wake up early, from now on, you're a shorter. That's all it is. If you cannot wake up early, from now on, you are going to be shorting plays. Okay? If you like waking up early, then guess what? You are going to be buying plays. But that's the way it is. If you are a trader that says to yourself, hey, Dek, every time I buy, I lose. Because you wait until the day opens on up and then you buy right here at the very tippity top, time after time after time after time again, right? So again, I'm not talking about Tesla. I'm not talking about Google. I'm not talking about Microsoft. I'm not talking about Apple, right? I'm not talking about those type of plays. I'm talking about these plays. I'm talking about these plays that, again, just give back all their gains nearly every single day. Ali, this strategy works for me every day. That's what I love. That's what I want to see. CP Ralph Deck, are you planning to go back into shorting this year or just buy off hot news? I want to buy a lot of hot news, but absolutely I'm going to be shorting. Absolutely I will be shorting. I love shorting. So 110% I will be shorting. So we'll be all set, ready to go. So if you guys are ever wondering, saying, Deck, what was like your biggest year ever, right? My biggest year ever, I've showed this before, was 2021. 2021 was my biggest year ever. And I was able to make $552,000. You guys could see this live P&L right here. I just want to always show this because especially when I make these sort of claims. If someone ever makes these sort of claims saying, oh, I make $500,000 a year, that's why I made this video of just me literally logging into my Lightspeed account. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because I literally just wanted to show you guys like, hey, you know what? This is legitimate. This is me logging into my account, not posting a screenshot, not where I can manipulate anything, but me logging into my account and me showing you how much money I was able to make. So again, this was 4 years ago, but this is still my biggest year I've ever had. Now, with that being stated, you can see right here, $552,000. Now, if you're wondering, Deck, how did you make $552,000? It was this. Buying in pre-market and shorting plays at the start of the day. I probably did more shorts in 2021 than I did in buying anyway. I probably did more shorting than I did buying in 2021. Because there's a lot of times I would wake up late or I would miss the big time breakout and I would just short everything that spiked on up. Everything that spiked on up, I would just bet against it. Everything that spiked on up, I would just say, well, it's probably going to fall within the next few days. And I just hold it. So you could see in January, I made $23,000. You could see in February, $104,000. You could see, you could see in March, $135,000. I mean, this was just absolutely crushing it. If you're wondering what I did, it was watching hot news. When hot news came out, I bought it. And for any random play that went up off of garbage news, I just shorted it right back on down. And within a day or two, I was in the green. And that's all I did. That's all I did. So I want to just give you guys that heads on up over here. If you guys want to check this on out, you guys are more than welcome to. I'll post the link over in chat so that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. So you guys can go ahead and check that on out. Obviously, I want to make sure you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. I always have to do this at least one time because I know so many traders are always asking, and again, we always have new people. Number one, Deck, what is your news scanner? News scanner is going to be a Fox Runner. So again, if you're wondering, Deck, how the heck do you get all the news so quickly? Everything right there is over on Fox Runner. Make sure you guys go ahead and check that on out so that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. Number two, saying, Deck, who is your broker that allows you to short all these different plays? My broker is going to be Lightspeed. So again, Lightspeed, they have massive promotions and discounts that they give me. So if you guys, again, want the same exact broker that I have, and you guys want to short everything I have, you guys want to trade in pre-market like I do, make sure you guys head on over and go get a Lightspeed. Then again, last but not least, you guys are going to be able to have the charting and like the high of the day momentum scanner, that type of stuff. That is going to be Trade Ideas. So again, you guys can go ahead, check out Trade Ideas, and then you guys will be all set, ready to rock and roll. So you guys are all good. Fox Runner is a 30-day free pass. You guys sign on up. You won't get charged for the first 30 days. Little heads on up for you. So you guys can enjoy that, have some fun, be able to use it. Lightspeed is going to give you massive discounts for the first 3 months. I think it's free the first 3 months, which is pretty crazy. So make sure you guys go check that on out. And then Trade Ideas doesn't give me anything, unfortunately. So again, Trade Ideas, guys, there's no discounts I have at this moment over on Trade Ideas, but that is the platform I use. So make sure you guys go ahead and check it on out. So You guys are all good. People always ask this as well. They say, Deck, what is your Fox Runner settings? Fox Runner settings. This is the only thing I have. The only thing I have on Fox Runner settings is I have certain keywords that I might put, such as like NVIDIA, SpaceX results, breakthrough, and groundbreaking. And then other than that, other than maybe a couple keywords that are other than the defaults, I just have the float set, 0 to 17 million. That's it. Nothing special. I don't do anything with all this stuff. I don't do anything with all this, the high, the low, the shares, the short, the VWAP. I don't do anything with that. All right? I don't care. For me, it's 0, 17 million float, and again, about keywords. So put in the keywords that you like the best. Put in the keywords that you find lead to the biggest breakouts, the biggest spikes, and the biggest runs. And then again, just have low float play set. That's it. Easy as that. So again, nothing special. Add the keywords that you like the most. If you need some help, there's all, again, these 3-star, 2-star, 1-star words already. And then again, pick the words that you want. Maybe again, color code it. Like whenever I see anything in gold, that's something I like a lot. And then on top of that, guys, we have our filters, which is just 0 to 17 million. So again, my filters isn't anything crazy. Like there's nothing crazy about my filters. PRZO still trying to get some love. PRZO, guys, still trying to get a little bit of love. PRZO still trying to get a little bit of hype. PRZO, still, again, one of the best plays out there. Also, last but not least, traders, and then we'll start focusing maybe on a little bit more PRZO action. There is no more, again, discount, as we talked about over on Tradecaster. But there is a 15% discount now if you would like to. So I said the first, again, 100 people, if you want to come on over and type in the word Friday, you do get a 15% discount. So I know, again, I told everyone on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I said sign on up, 25% discount if you waited and waited and waited and waited. Unfortunately, the 25% discount is now gone. There is a 15% discount if you type in the promo code Friday over on Tradecaster. So promo code now is Friday for 15% off if you guys want to join over on Tradecaster.com. Guys. Yeah, I mean, we have to do it again. This is just getting out of hand. I was honestly hoping I wasn't going to do this today. There was part of me that I didn't think I was going to do this today. Look what we have here on this day. Day Trade Professor with a $500 donation today. Ladies and gentlemen, Day Trade Professor with a $500 donation today. Watched your lives all week, Sean, and what you bring to the table is close to the upper echelon of trading knowledge. You truly want your trades to be independent, and that's the main reason I have so much respect for you. Oh my goodness. See you on my live next week. Hey, if Day Trade Professor is going live next week, we have to absolutely all be there for this man. So everyone get prepared, get ready to rock and roll, because we got to join that live and see what this guy's about. See what this guy's bringing to the table in 2025. But again, throwing out the $500 donation. This man has spent almost $1,000, I think, this week alone. Let's go. Oh, man. This guy's insane. This guy's built differently. Spool and Rooster. Shout out to you, buddy. With a $19.99 donation. You know what I love about Spool and Rooster as well? No message ever. Doesn't put a message. Just sends money. Just sends money as a donation and just doesn't say anything. He's, again, just one of those guys that just walks in the shadows. One of those guys that you, again, see in an alleyway, but is only going to help you. He's the vigilante of YouTube chats. Doesn't need anything whatsoever. Just donates money. Shout out to you. Thank you so much, Spool and Rooster, for the donation. Traders, let's get ready to go here. Let's get ready to rock. Let's get ready. I'm freaking fired up. I'm freaking fired up. Freaking get it. Freaking get it. I want to go. Freaking fired up right now. Fired up. Let's go. I'm fired up. Let's get our day going here. Let's get our day going at this moment. Let's get ready to rock. Let's get ready to get after it. Let's see what we have at this moment. Oh my. Traders, what do we got today? We got Ralph R with a $10 donation saying, Dek, I just want to say I joined 3 months ago and this was the best investment of my life. I love you, Dek. Well, Ralph R., I want to tell you something right now. Forget the camera, forget the lights, forget all the publicity, forget TMZ, forget everyone staring at you and I right now. I love you as well. Not I love you, I'm falling in love with you every single day, deeper and deeper and deeper. And it's not because of the $10 donation. I have feelings for you. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you for the support. Let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have here. Seeing where this action is going to be going. Harry over in the chat goes, I can't believe you guys are falling for this. It's a stage donation. You guys are falling for this? You guys, it's a stage donation. No, it's not at all. People are gonna like to show some support. You freaking got security. Grab him by his ankles. Get him the fuck out of here. Beat him up in the back corner. It's different mindsets you have in here, people. People again like to be able to make a living. People like to be able to show what they got. People like to have a little spunk, a little backbone. People like to be able to say thanks every now and then. I won't even block that Harry guy. You know what? Let him talk. Let him go. Let him be the villain. Let us be the motivation. Happy Friday, everyone. We're all set, ready to get after it. Seeing where this action is going to be taking us next. Got a big day here. 8:30, kicking things on off. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what we got here for 8:30. Let's see what we have here for this momentum. Let's see if there's anything that's going to be able to come on out here next. I want to see the boys though get a little wild. Can you keep up? Baby girl, let me give you a breath. Baby girl, I'm gonna give you a breath. Baby girl, I'm gonna get you. 8:30 coming on up in the next few moments. Big opportunities. Hopefully we got a nice hot press release on this Friday. J Trades or J Boss, what's up, buddy? Good morning. So we are again watching to see this 8:30 a.m. press release. 8:30 a.m. press release wave. Let's get ourselves dialed in here. Let's get ourselves ready. So far, PRZO, these are our top gainers so far today. 25% gain, right? Over on Hot News. We have again GSIT 13% gain, 12% gain. So today, so far, guys, for anyone who does not know, we made $200 on Monday trading the stock market. We made $750 over on Tuesday trading the stock market. And then we did not make any trades. So again, we kicked off this week hot. We kicked off this week ready to go. We kicked off this week making some big time money. We kicked off this week again, just absolutely crushing it. But then things started slowing on down here a little bit. If you guys were not here earlier, this was the trade that we made on, I believe this was our $700 trade over on Tuesday. Let's tune on in here. If you guys were not here on Tuesday, I'll show you guys what this was all about. It is 7:30 right now. 7:30 is usually the smallest press release wave, but you know what? Let's see what we get. SNGX has treatment that continues to demonstrate positive outcomes. Ooh. So guys, little heads on up. SNGX, that is a good looking press release, not going to lie to you. Guys, I'm going to give this a chance. I'm going in on SNGX right now, 1,400 shares. I'm jumping in on SNGX in case this one does start spiking up to like 450 plus. If we can get above 420-ish, I'm probably going to take some profits just to be a smart trader. But right now, traders, let's see if we can keep on ripping. Here's again 421, 422, 425. Guys, I'm going to take my gains right here of $763. Take a little bit off the top. So I'm taking my profits. I'm being open. Easy. Easy. So that was over on Tuesday. That was our Tuesday trade if you guys missed it. That was the Tuesday trade, $763 in profit. Then again, the day before that, we made like $198 on that dip buy, $196. But yeah, guys, we gotta get a nice trade here. Then we kind of went through a little bit of a dry spout. And what I mean by seeing a little bit of a dry spout is just we haven't had that much hot news. And that's been the issue. I mean, we could see the news right here. We don't have anything that is up 100, 200%. We don't have that crazy ripper and runner. We don't have that crazy spiker just yet. So 827, guys, we got to get dialed in here. We got to get dialed in here at this moment. Got to get dialed in at this time. And Dominic at this moment. Dek, I don't drink coffee anymore. I wake up to you. Hey, Dominic, stop telling people about us. I can't. I have a fiance. Hey, shh. Okay? Dominic, shout out to you, buddy. Thank you so much. Shout out to you, man. $10 donation. I appreciate you. I appreciate you showing the support and the love. Let's get after it here, baby. Harry, you're not blocked, man. I didn't block you. Yeah, I could see you. I could see your messages. Dominic, shout out to you, buddy. Thank you so much for the $10 donation. Thank you so much for the support. Today is the last free day of YouTube live streams, and then we are going to be getting locked in over on tradecaster.com. So traders, we got about 1 minute here until, again, some brand new news. 1 minute until the 8:30 a.m. press release. If I see anything good, I'm pulling the trigger. If I see anything hot, I'm pulling the trigger. If I see anything worthwhile, I'm pulling the trigger. I don't know how long I'm going to be in on, but I'm going to give it a chance. All right, guys, everyone has to stop donating for a second. We got to start trading the stock market. J trades, I'll show you in a second here, bud. I love you, man. You're the best. All right, guys, let's get ready to rock and roll. Let's get ready to rock and roll here. Here we go. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. All eyes on the scanners. All eyes on the scanners. Let's watch for some gold news to come on out. 8:30. We're looking for the big one to kick off this party. As you guys can see so far, my positions are all 0 out of 0. I'll leave my position box right here so you guys can see the moment I get in if I pull the trigger so that you guys are all set ready to rock. We are going to be having an 8:30 a.m. news wave starting up in 1 second. And here we go. Let's see what we have. Anything that comes on out here big. Watching and waiting. All eyes on the scanner right here. We have a partnership on VEEA. Partnership on VEEA. We do have LAES, which has come on out with a success. LAES comes out with too much news. It comes out with news nearly every single day. We do have SEED. SEED talks about a partnership. VRAR. Schwab's Immersive. No. What's this? BFRH. Looking to see which one is getting some action. See which one is possibly getting some hype. LES looks like it has the best press release so far. It says, again, it has talks about hardware, platform, and testing success. I like how, again, we have success. We have partnership over on Seed. I just want to see which one is kind of getting the attention. Seed has no volume. VRAR has no volume. CSWI has no volume. Partnership over on VEEA. Guys, OKLO and joined forces to accelerate power availability for data centers. So OKLO joining forces, OKLO having basically a partnership here. That could possibly get a little bit of hype. That could possibly get a little bit of momentum. It is a little bit larger, little bit of a larger play over on OKLO. Molly says, okay, Dek, can we call these companies and tell us to throw us something? Give us a little bit of a better press release? I gotcha. I'm feeling you. I understand. We want some. I mean, I'm going through every single one of them looking to see which ones have the buying volume. I'm looking through every single one of them looking to see which one is, getting the hype. OKLO, I do know, OKLO. OKLO at this time, this has to do with nuclear play. So OKLO nuclear stock, $25 up to $25.70. Getting a little bit of hype over there, over on OKLO, $25, starting to work its way on up. It is having, working together as a partnership. It's currently up 5%. Come on now. We got this is the number one top gainer of the day here. Traders, yeah, you guys let me know. I feel like if this is our number 2 top gainer of the day, NUKK, which I said was going to come crashing on down. There's no shares available to short. If VS, if this is our number 1 top gainer of the day, we might have to do another free YouTube session like next week. Because, I mean, guys, and please let me know over on YouTube right now. I just feel like it's not fair. Because you know what? I said on social media, I said on Twitter, I said on Facebook, I said everywhere. I said, let me prove to you that I am the mentor that you guys have been looking for. I said, let me prove to you that I can make you money. Let me prove to you that I can be the trader that you want to be. And you know what? I believe even from the fact of only trading on Monday and Tuesday, I still believe I was able to give you that value. But I still don't think I've exceeded your mindset. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't, right? I hope I have. I hope I've exceeded what, again, you wanted. I hope I've exceeded by being here, by teaching you, by going over, by entertaining you, by educating you, and hopefully making you some money. But if I have not exceeded you just yet, I say, how about this, guys? Let's run it back one final time on Tuesday. Does that sound good, everyone over on YouTube? Over on YouTube, is everyone good with that? I say if we do not get a big time break, we run it back one more time on Tuesday. Just because I think that's only fair. Because if I am not exceeding your expectations, then what the heck am I doing here, right? That's my limit. People set goals. I set goals. If I don't exceed those goals, again, it's not successful to me. So you guys let me know. If you guys want that over on YouTube, smash that thumbs on up right now. Make sure you guys subscribe. And hopefully, again, please let me know, guys. I hope that I'm the mentor that you guys are saying, wow, Dek is really good. Dek is awesome. Dek is teaching me. Dek is helping me. Dek is bringing me value, whatever it may be. But at the same time, traders, I don't feel like I've exceeded. I feel like I got to make like a $2,000, $3,000 trade in front of your eyes for you to be able to say, wow, hey. So I don't think I've done my part fully yet. And I can't blame it. It's almost like running a football camp and it's being raining outside every single day. Hey, if we sign up to a football camp and it's raining every single day, unfortunately, that's not the coach's fault. It's just, what we have in the penny stock world right now. It's just what we have in the market right now. But we're going to be ready for that when that banger comes on in. Also, I do just want to throw this on out here just because I saw J Trades donated over in Tradecaster. J Trades, one of the best live streamers over in Tradecaster, saying donated $20. Thank you, boss. Let's go. Hey, guys, make sure you guys check out J Trades lobby. He streams every single day. Make sure you guys check out all the lobbies. Active Traders lobby, AK-47's lobby. Make sure you guys check out all these traders lobbies. Active Trader, AK-47, Caesar's lobby, J Trades lobby, Yeah Buddies lobby. All these guys. All of them put in all this work. I know AK-47's out this week. So if you guys are joining us this week as well, AK-47 is doing his seminar, or he's doing kind of his live in-person mastermind. Very exciting. Very happy for him. But usually the way it goes is I usually do a lot of the morning commentary, and then a lot of times J Trades, Active Trader, AK-47 will be doing a lot of more lunch hour commentary, which is absolutely perfect, right? We always want to make sure that you guys have things to do and always being a fun and aware and an upbeat, environment. But also note, if you are a brand new trader, one of our top traders will be back starting next week, AK-47, so that you'll be all set ready to get after it. Easy Deck, what's the 15% off discount code for Tradecaster today? If you guys want to sign up to Tradecaster today, the code is Friday. Or if you want to upgrade, type in the word Friday in promo code on Tradecaster and you will get 15% off. We gave away all 25%. After today, we're going to 0 again. So today is your final day to sign up to Tradecaster.com if you guys want to become members. So today, final day, 15% off. Code is Friday. Friday. Friday is the code, 15% off. So let's just keep going here. So let's see, guys. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we have at this moment. NUKKK, TGLZEO, BTCT. Waiting to see what we have. Guys, I appreciate this nonstop love today. I mean, this Friday's just been absolutely insane. We got Jonah. Jonah with a $20 donation. Jonah saying, excellent work this week, Deck. Thank you for making day trading easier for the education and the big energy. I appreciate you. Also, the true crime fan, check out the Midwest Murder. I will. Hey, Jonah, thank you so much for, again, joining in this week. I appreciate the support. I appreciate it. Jonah wants me to go out to the Midwest and commit a murder. Jonah. A little crazy. I'm going to do some research for you, buddy. Hey, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate you. 838 in this market. We ain't slowing down, baby. We only picking on up. We ain't slowing down. We're only picking on up. I'll tell you that much right now. VS at this time got a lot of action, got a lot of opportunities. Friday, day that we are watching to see what is going to be spiking, what is going to be ripping and running. Going through these top dogs here. Number one play in the entire stock market is VS. This is the number one stock. What do you guys think of it? What do you guys think about the number one play right now? I think it looks like bullshit. That's what it looks like. It looks awful. The number one play at this moment, guys, this play is not doing anything for us. This play, again, looks absolutely awful right here. You take a look over on VS. This play has just been fading and falling and dropping. You guys can see VS, again, spike on up, came back on down, spike on up, came back on down, spike on up, came back on down, spike on up, came back on down. This play is not building an uptrend. This stock is building a downtrend. The number one top gainer in the stock market looks weak. This number one top gainer in the stock market doesn't look strong at all. It looks like it's going to fade and fall. When would the stock break out? If it could ever break back above 330. Get back above 330, we could get a little bit of a squeeze. Now, Deck, what was the news over on VS? Remember, news over on VS stated that this company was going to be moving into Brazil, expanding into Brazil. But again, that's not showing results from expanding into Brazil. It's not saying it's gained 200 million new clients. It didn't make $20 million. Nothing. Just says we're going to go to Brazil. Who cares? NUKK, as we talked about, this play, nothing actually good from the company. The company was so bad it was going to get kicked off the NASDAQ, but they resolved the issue. So now they're staying on the NASDAQ. So this company didn't come out with positive results, didn't come out with a treatment, didn't come out with, great revenues, didn't come out with an earnings report. It was you guys were going to get kicked off the NASDAQ. You guys are no longer getting kicked off the NASDAQ. So now again, investors are celebrating. It's almost like, again, Imagine being a very bad kid in school. You're a bad kid in school. You constantly get into fights, whatever. The principal goes, we were going to kick you out and send you to that random school, that bad school. You know what? We're going to keep you here. And then, yes, okay, thank you. I'll stay here. Thank you. Right? It's like, it's not really that great of news. It was like, you're getting a final chance. You're getting, just don't mess up. So, but investors like that. Investors are happy about that. TGL. Quick little spike on up, coming back on down, only a 30-cent stock. PRZO, probably the best play today, guys. This is the best stock today. There is no other press release, no other stock that I see that is better than PRZO today. When I take a look at what are the best spikes today, what are the best opportunities today, PRZO is number one. PRZO is right here. Top gainers with news or filings, PRZO is the best we can get. PRZO, when we take a look at it, you guys can see on news, came out with a press release at 7:55 a.m. today. It says PRZO receives Israel Ministry of Defense approval of its Halo Precision airdrop system for drones. That's it. So this is a play. It's only up 29%, but this is the best press release that we have. We have received approval. And when we are receiving approval, traders are getting pretty happy about that. People are getting very excited about that. So they are receiving approval, which is, again, bringing in that hype, bringing in that momentum. GSIT is the best play. But is there anything that's like we're missing? Is there anything that's going on that we're just not aware of? Is there anything that, again, saying, Deck, there has to be more right here? No, again, today's a Friday. Today's a Friday. It's usually with the less news. It's usually with less traders. It's usually with less momentum, less action. We have all of the best, this is no filters whatsoever. Out of every single press release that's in the stock market, every single thing that came on out, every single credible reason of news, PRZO right here, this play is the number one top gainer. So PRZO is the number one top gainer. Is there anything that has a low float that didn't spike yet? Maybe that could possibly spike. TURN talks about an agreement. Came out at 6 a.m. Let's see how TURN's looking. TURN right here. We don't need that. So we have everything that we need at this moment. Everything is right here. All plays, all stocks. We're all aware of it at this time. Let's see. Any big transactions recently? Rick Larson, January 13th. We've actually had, traders, you know what's kind of crazy? We've actually had a lot of insiders or a lot of government officials trading recently. So what is it? January 17th? Like, look what these guys are buying. What are these guys buying right here? And the thing is, the reason why we got to look at this, let me get out of the way here, is because sometimes you might not even know of these companies. Like BR, UNH, like this guy right here, he's buying $15,000 worth of CTAS. Like, I don't know these companies. VRSK. What is this one? Amazon? No, I mean, obviously you can find some ones that they always buy. But it's like, it's interesting to see, people selling NVIDIA. People are selling some popular place. AVGO, more buying. Look at this guy, James Comer, excuse me. Buying. This guy's loading up in 2025. Let's get it going here, James. Nancy hasn't bought in anything since Microsoft or NVIDIA back in July. So Nancy has actually been a little quiet right here. Once Nancy buys something, once Nancy buys something, I'm gonna buy it. We'll get it as quickly as we possibly can. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, post this for you guys, so that you guys have everything that you guys need. There's no confusion in any sort of way. Alrighty. Throwing that out there for all traders so that you guys are all ready to rock and roll, ready to make some money. You guys are ready to come out on top. 9 a.m. press release. Let's see, do we got anything coming out at 8:44, 8:45? Seeing if, again, we get any sort of nice hype. Let me, again, actually change the float, put the float back on so that we're all set here. See if we get anything at 8:45, 8:45, 8:46, anything? Nothing right now. Last few days have been a little bit of slim pickings. That's why we're going to run it back on Tuesday. If you guys are just joining us right now, again, I already stated we're going to do this again on Tuesday on a free YouTube stream. The reason why I say that is because even though I feel like I've given a lot, it's not my all. You guys haven't seen me in full action. We haven't whipped out the baby oil yet. So you know what? We got to get a little crazy first. So right now, traders, we got to see where is the buying volume going to go? Where is the momentum going to go? Where is the hype going to go? We know PRZO is still the #1 kind of best looking play so far today. We know that this is one of the best looking stocks so far at this time. And we got to see if this play is going to be able to get any sort of hype. Now, what I will say, one of the best things to look for in a breakout, one of the best things is always to build higher lows. When we have these higher low setups, that is going to lead towards good squeezes, good spikes, good climbs. When we have these higher low setups, it's one of the best ways to know that a stock has strength. Reese saying, Deck, we need a shirt ripper. Oh, we do. We do need a shirt ripper. We need a shirt ripper. We need, again, a big dance and play. And you know what? Who knows? It could always come on out and just like that. Always can come on out just like that. Boink. But you know what I'm very happy about? I'm very happy that I feel like over the last 5 days, if you guys have already been Tradecaster members, this strategy that I've been going over for, I don't know, months now, has really been perfected because I really kind of went over it again and kind of gave all the baselines and made sure you guys understood it. And then, of course, anyone that's over on YouTube today that is brand new to me and my trading strategy, I feel like over the last 5 days, if you guys have joined us, you guys now have a different way of thinking. Can I ask that? Especially, you know, for you guys over on Tradecaster or you guys over on YouTube, do you guys have a different way of thinking than what you had before this week started? Or let's just say before you guys joined Tradecaster, where you guys feel like you were that like fish that was just randomly following around where everyone else went. Deck, I honestly used to just do whatever anyone else told me, I would just put my money in. Isn't it crazy how easily manipulated people get in the stock market? In the stock market, when you are a brand new trader, this is the big issue, okay? You believe that everyone knows more than you. That's what you believe. When you're a brand new trader, if you know it or not, that's what happens. You have a $5,000 account. Everyone says, buy the stock, buy the stock, buy the stock. And let's say you buy whatever stock it is, PRZO. And then all of a sudden, someone comments on your video or comments on your post, comments on your tweet, and they say, oh, this stock stinks, get out of it. And then you get out of it right away. You bought in because people told you to buy in. You get out of it because you're getting scared because people say it stinks. You don't even know why you're in on this play. You just bought it because some guy that you like that has a lot of followers, he bought it, right? That's not the way you want to trade. I want you guys not to be underneath me. I want you guys to surpass me or at least be on my level. I want Tradecaster to not be me with a whole bunch of people that just follow me. I don't want that. I want people to be me. And then again, a whole bunch of warriors right next to me. People that, again, have the same knowledge I have, even exceed me, right? That's the way we want to build this army right here, right? I don't want to have me as like the leader of an army with, again, a whole bunch of weak people behind me. We'll get destroyed every single time. I want me right here and you guys, again, being more fit than me. You guys being better than me. You guys, hundreds and thousands of us, that we attack the markets together. We attack these plays together. We all have the same idea. We can all help each other grow and become better. That's why I don't say, hey guys, go buy this course. That's why I don't say, hey guys, you know, I'm not doing this for you. That's why I show up every single day. I show up every single day to live stream and give you the answers that you guys want because I want you to be better than I am. I want you to exceed me because I want this whole entire community to be better. If it's just me giving answers out, that's not really that good of a community. What's a great community is, again, when other people surpass me or, again, are just as good as me, where now people are finding plays that I didn't see. And again, people are alerting plays saying, Deck, check out this and check out this and check out this. I don't want to be the one leader in the middle. I want to, again, be able to have everyone here being able to contribute and be able to make us all money. I want you guys to make me money. I want to be able to make you money. I want Sarah to make Johnny money. I want Johnny to make Matthew money. That's the goal here. That's why this community is different. So right now, PRZO, still the best play at this time. Going to see if the stock could possibly squeeze, getting a little bit tighter. Get a little bit tighter at this moment. You guys could see right here, top resistance going across the board. You guys could see a little bit of higher lows. Might get a little squeeze and a possible pop. PRZO, if there's a stock that's going to break today, it's not going to be VS. I mean, VS, if it ever started breaking 350, could see a short squeeze. NUKK is already getting weaker. Again, not really a great press release from the company. TGL already starting to fade on down. It really comes on down to PRZO. Now, also, I've said this before, PWXT, this is my long-term investment. This play, again, is making, I'm probably up $2,000 on BWXT now in the last 3 days. BWXT, my entry is this orange line. So just a little heads on up. My entry on BWXT is this orange line. I jumped in on BWXT back in December. Just a little heads up. This is one of my long-term investments. I've gone over it. I don't want to say hundreds of times, but I've gone over it many times. I'm, again, a huge advocate that I do believe that if we are actually going to use AI, we need nuclear. We need a different energy source. We need a stronger source. For anyone who does not know at this time, very simple answer is our current grid. All right, our grid at this moment is being strained left and right. It is the biggest fear. Okay, I don't want to kind of go into conspiracies here, but I'm going to say the biggest fear, the biggest disaster that could ever happen to us is that the grid goes down. And what we mean by the grid going down is, imagine if all of a sudden all our electricity turned on off. Let's just imagine that. It's not just like, oh, it's dark. Guys, if electricity turns on off, all food goes bad, right? Your food goes bad. You guys can't cook unless you guys maybe have propane for a little bit. That's fine. But everything in your fridge goes bad. You don't have any heating. No stoplights work, right? No stoplights are going to work. Your cell phone might not work. Gas pumps don't work. Imagine the chaos. Imagine the anarchy that would happen from that. Imagine, again, no gas for cars, no heating for houses, all food goes bad, everyone just goes into full-on survival mode. If we ever, again, had the grid go down, that would be like the worst thing that could possibly ever happen. Now, the issue is, with AI chips, we don't even have enough energy out of our grid to power these AI chips. We don't. All these companies spent billions of dollars, and they can't even use the AI chips. So, as I've already shown you guys multiple times here, and I'll just show you very quickly, what did Amazon do? Amazon, if you guys do not know, in the spring, went on out to Pennsylvania, and they bought a nuclear power plant. And they said, hey, we're going to start getting involved in nuclear. And then guess what happened with Microsoft? Microsoft said, hey, you know what? Our chips don't work either. So guess what they did? They went on over, and they started working with 3 Mile Island. Right, so they went over, they made a partnership with 3 Mile Island, and they got involved with nuclear. Awesome, right? And then we know Meta. Meta, again, just announced that they are, again, going to be looking into now nuclear, the next to power AI. Imagine a Fortune 500 company, Meta, Amazon, Google, whoever. They bought billions of dollars of chips. All investors are saying we want to have our chips, right? We want to have these chips working. We need to make profits, but none of them work. We can't actually use them because we don't actually have enough strength in our grid. So they're creating SMRs. SMRs, instead of, again, giant nuclear power plants, they're, again, making SMRs. Why did Trump want to buy Canada? Why does Trump post on his Instagram pictures of him and Canada saying, guys, welcome? Canada is one of the richest countries in uranium. Why was Trump Jr. over in Greenland last week? Uranium. So the thing is, they all know it. We all know that we can't use AI unless we have uranium, unless we have nuclear. That's the only way. 3 Mile Island just opened on up. Amazon just bought a nuclear power plant. Meta is, again, just applied for nuclear. Trump is trying to buy Canada. Trump is trying to buy Greenland. It's all from uranium. It's all from nuclear. It's all from the grid. It's all from actually using AI. So you just got to put all these pieces together. That's why over the last, again, let's say 2 years, we see BWXT trending on up. That's why we see all these companies, right, starting to work themselves on up. CCJ, right, uranium plays, starting to slowly climb. So that's always been my long-term investments now, guys. My long-term investments. Because, again, it doesn't matter if you guys like AI. It doesn't matter if you guys like chips. It doesn't matter if you like robotics. It doesn't matter if you like... None of that's going to work. None of it's going to work without an... Imagine you buy the nicest camera in the world, but you don't have a battery for it. That's the thing. Imagine you buy the nicest car in the world, but there's no gasoline for it. Imagine if you buy a brand new $100,000 robot, but it doesn't work. Again, no matter what you want, if it's AI, if it's robotics, if it's ChatGPT, whatever, none of it works coming on up here. So that's, you know, that's why I've that's my long-term investment. Right now, 8:57 in the market. Seeing what we get at 9 o'clock here, traders. Let's see what we get at 9 o'clock. Three minutes or 2 minutes out. 2 minutes out until the 9 o'clock wave. Anything we get, we're pulling the trigger big. Giving it a chance. Daily fix deck. How do I know when to sell in pre-market if I got in somewhat early because it may bump on the market open? Again, you know, that kind of comes on down to preference. That comes from looking at past chart history pattern. Past chart history pattern, where is strong resistance? Past chart history pattern, where are old spiking highs? Or it could be, I'm going to lock in profits because you're happy with your certain number. Hey, you just made $500 in 2 minutes. Take your profits, right? So it's like, it comes on down to personal preference. It comes down to past chart history pattern. It comes on up to how high the percentage is compared to what the news is. If all of a sudden a stock says, hey, we just filed a patent, which is nothing, which is like no news whatsoever, and the stock spikes 100%, and you jump in at 100%, and now it's up at 120%, I'd probably take my gains right away, because we know it's probably not going to be holding much longer after that. So it comes on down to how good is the news? Does it say we have positive endpoints? We just found the cure for cancer. If the stock is up 100%, that's the greatest press release of all time. I don't care. I think it's going to spike another 300%. So what's the news? What's the float? What's the past chart history pattern? And are you personally happy with your profits on, you know, the play that you made? So there's a lot of things to kind of take in. You know, you can't just say, hey, you know, like this is where to always take in your profits. There's a lot of things to kind of consider. Also, yes, little heads on up. Stop losses do not work in pre-market. Stop losses do not work in pre-market. Right now, 8:59 at this time. Got 30 seconds here, traders. 30 seconds. VS. Guys, stay ready here. If we're going to get a trade, it's going to be coming on up here in just a moment. So we have not seen any big breakouts yet. Remember, the number one best press release is only up 33%. PRZO. PRZO might steal the show if no other news comes on out. If no other news comes on out, PRZO will probably get a little bit of a pop. I'm just going to put my position box right here just in case I do pull the trigger. You guys can see it, okay? I always want to be open, honest, credible, transparent. If I pull the trigger, you guys can see it. Let's see here. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Nothing big yet. We've only had 3 press releases at 9 o'clock. Only 3 press releases at 9 o'clock right now. PRZO trying to get the little wedge though. Little heads on up. If you guys are interested in a trade, a lot of traders are saying if there's no news, people are going to buy PRZO. Just a little heads on up. If there's no hot news, people are going to say, I'm so tired of not trading. They're just going to pull the trigger. RBB talks about earnings reports. So this results, guys, is not drug results. I have the word results in there because usually we have positive drug results, this results. Right now, we are going into earnings season, so we are having a lot of earnings results. So please don't get confused on that, okay? Right now, still sitting back, watching, waiting. looking for any sort of buying volume, I'm giggling a little bit because I honestly have not. I'm giggling a little bit because I have not seen it this slow like since August. Am I right, guys? I'm giggling a little bit because we have now gone like 3 days without seeing anything like spike. We have now gone like 3 days without seeing like a hot press release that kind of, and that doesn't happen. And it makes, and I'm giggling a little bit just because like I'm live on YouTube. I want you guys to see how amazing this is. And now it's almost like, it's just like we're just not getting any sort of crazy spikes right here. And it's like, this is just unbelievable how we're just not getting it. And that's why, just a little heads on up, I already made the decision, guys. I already made the decision. We're running this back here on Tuesday. Monday, the stock market's closed, but I already told you, I made a promise to you that I would either A, make you money, B, give you value, or C, again, show you that I'm the real deal, I'm the real mentor that you guys are looking for. And if I hit those, you would sign up to tradecaster.com. Now, I've already seen people sign up to tradecaster.com showing that I have hit that, but we haven't stood up and danced yet. We haven't again made that $2,000 right in front of your eyes from jumping in on a hot press release yet. I haven't again brought the proof to the pudding. Guys, I'm not here to sell you some fake dream. I'm here to live trade in front of you. I'm here to again be the mentor that actually shows you when to get in, when to get out, how to make money. And we were able to do that on Monday and Tuesday. But Wednesday, Thursday, and right now on this Friday, again, some people might say there's going to be two sides of it. I'm just going to be open and honest. There's going to be two sides of it. Right now, again, people are going to say, oh yeah, I tried to watch Dek. He traded on Monday and Tuesday, but he didn't even trade on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And the other person would say, well, yeah, he only didn't trade because literally there was nothing to trade. So either I can jump in and I can gamble and I can just lose my money in front of you guys. Or, again, you could say, no, I actually like how he's being disciplined. I like how, again, he's not just randomly forcing a trade. I like how he's not just randomly buying it. But I know there's going to be some people who are like, oh, he's not even trading. Oh, he's just sitting there talking all day. Guys, that's not, I want to pull the trigger. I would rather be trading than talking, okay? But guess what? I also respect the fact that there's over 1,500 people watching me. And I'm not going to say, all right, these guys want to trade. Everyone just buy PRZO. Everyone just buy this one. Everyone just jump in on this play. I don't want to do that. Because you know what? We're all going to lose and then all you guys are going to hate me and never trust me, right? So I would rather be kind of mom and dad right here. What's mom and dad? Mom and dad is, hey, you're going out? Yes. Okay. Do you have your coat? Can you call me when you get home? Can you do this? I'm going through a checklist. And even though the checklist is annoying, even though, again, you want me to go crazy, even though you want to make money, even though you want me to go absolutely nuts, I kind of have to play mom and dad on the fact where it's like, hey, there's no good trade here. You're just going to lose your money if you jump in. And then you say, shut up, I'm jumping in. Right? And I'm going to say, well, again, I would rather keep my money. Stock trading, there's two parts of it, guys. There's two parts of stock trading. Knowing when to make money and knowing not to trade, okay? So many people just trade every day. 5 trades a day and they're in the red. 5 trades a day and they're in the red. 5 trades a day and they're in the red. I would rather only trade when I make money. Wouldn't that be nice? Imagine you pull the trigger and you know you're making money. You pull the trigger and you know you're going in the green. Guys, that's the way that I like to trade. And if you don't like that, I'm sorry. If you don't like that, I apologize. But when I trade, I win. And that's what it comes on down to. That's why I have an 83% win rate. Because when I pull the trigger, I win. And you know why I win? Because I'm first in. Off hot press releases, on low floats. And you know why I also have such a good win rate? Is because I don't gamble. I don't put myself in on random plays that I know just aren't going to work out. So if you like the strategy of hot news, and again, we only win when we pull the trigger, then again, stick around. But if you want to gamble, if you want to trade nonstop, if you want to trade every single second and lose your money, again, unfortunately, I'm just not the mentor for you. And that's okay, right? It's just like, I just want to do things right. I don't want to do things right. And you know what I'm saying? I know it's Friday. We don't have much news. We're going to run it back, guys. We're going to run it back next week. We're going to run this back next week where, again, I can actually put the proof to the pudding, put the eyes to the desire. I want to put the cheeseburger. I just got the cheeseburgers. You know what I'm saying? The longest yard when they're out playing baseball or basketball. But yes, it's been a great week. It's been a lot of fun. But guys, let's run this back next week. All right, let's run this back next week. Let's do this again next week because I still feel like I got stuff I got to show you. I still feel like I got to be the mentor that, performs now. Sure, I've taught you the strategy. Sure, I've showed you the discipline. Sure, I've given you some laughs. Sure, I hope I made you a better trader just out of this week. But now I think I got to also perform for you, right? There's some different parts here, and I understand it, guys. I understand it all. SP saying, Deck, I bought a 1-month subscription at a 25% discount. Will I be able to upgrade on Tuesday if I decide to do a 6-month with you? I'm coming over from Stocks to Trade. I'm glad I was referred to you from one of your members. SP, I don't know why I kind of gave you a little bit of a southern accent, but you know what? Maybe you are from the South. And if you are, then again, welcome, buddy. But I would say, again, if you want to upgrade coming on up this upcoming week to a 6-month membership, hit me up. Let's make something happen. Hit me up. Let's make something happen. But I'm excited. Yes, guys, if you guys are coming on over, if you're saying, hey, you know what, Deck, you've earned my respect, come on over here. We do have our Friday promo code. Promo code Friday for 15% off. If you guys are, again, wanting to join Tradecaster for, again, the next month, for, let's say, the next 6 months, for the next year of your life, or for the rest of your life, guys. If you guys want to come on over to Tradecaster.com for the rest of your life, come on over here. You guys, whatever you guys want. 15% off annual, 15% off 6-month, and 15% off monthly. Now, please remember, this is a one-time discount. That means if you do a monthly, it's not you're getting this price forever. It's the first month, then it's back to normal. That's why, again, 6-month, 12-month, and the lifetime is always a better membership because you are going to have cheaper for longer. All right? Little heads on up. So, again, promo code is Friday. If you guys are interested in coming on over, having some fun, and learning how to trade the right way. Deck, I'm the complete opposite South. I'm from Maine. Okay, well, you know what? My instincts were off on that one. I tried my best on that one. Ivan, send me an email. Did you send me an email yet, Ivan? If you sent me an email, send me an email again. I'll send those over to you. Okay? So I got you, Ivan. So we're going to see what still comes on up on this day. We're going to see what comes on up on this day. And please, guys, if I am blatantly missing something, please let me know. I'm here to help you guys on out, and I look forward to helping you guys on out. So it is 9:08 in the market. We've gone over the majority of these plays. Let's talk about something different. Let's talk about something else, guys. Let's talk about Apple. Apple, guys, is actually at a bargain discount at this moment. Apple got destroyed yesterday. Its worst day of 2025. You might say, well, Deck, 2025 has only been like 18 days long. Okay, you got me there. But I will also say the worst day that Apple has had since August. So it's almost been 6 months and Apple just got absolutely crushed. Now, why? Why is Apple getting absolutely crushed? What is going on with Apple at this time? It says Apple shares, right, dip as iPhone sales decline sharply in China. So it says Apple shares traded lower. What to know? Data from research shows revealed a 17% annual decline in Apple shipments in the country of China, its largest ever sales drop in the market. Wow. Team, you know what this kind of brings up to me? Did anyone watch the Joe Rogan podcast with Mark Zuckerberg last week? So Mark Zuckerberg, he was talking about Apple. And he was saying, like, he didn't really like Apple too much. You kind of got the feeling. But he was kind of saying, he's like, what does Apple do nowadays? He's like, Apple has become a billion or trillion-dollar company from literally just riding the coattails of one product, the iPhone. And yes, they got the MacBook, right? They got the MacBook. But to be honest with you, when you think about Apple, like, what else do they have? Like, it's just more of the fact that every single person has an iPhone. That's almost like all it comes on down to, is that every person buys an iPhone. Every person has an iPhone. Yes, there are some of you guys out there with droids and such. I gotcha. But the majority of the world, the majority of Americans have iPhones. And they have just been riding those sales for the last 20 years. But now, guess what? People don't upgrade as often because literally every single iPhone is almost the same. Right? Every year they come out with a brand new iPhone, right? Every single year. I don't even know what they're up to now. iPhone 17, right? I think it's iPhone 17 now. And it's not really that much different than iPhone 16. Maybe the camera quality is like 2% better. Maybe, again, it has a little bit more storage, but that's it. So the thing is, not as many people are upgrading every single year. Back when iPhone 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, there was like major upgrades. So people wanted to change. But now there's not really anything that they're changing. So what do they do with all the new ones, guys? What do they do with all the new iPhones? What do they do like every 3 iPhones? Every 3 iPhones now, they change the charging plug, right? Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, this is for new experience charging. You know, it's faster charging. Guys, they're just changing the charging plug to make everyone go out and buy new chargers now. Oh yeah, hey, sorry about that. Yeah, you also need a brand new port as well. Yeah, the box thing, yeah, we don't do that anymore. So the plug doesn't work. Also, the way you plug it in doesn't work either. So you got to buy a new iPhone, you got to buy a new charger, you got to buy a new port. Oh yeah, and what, like, it just constantly, like, Apple is slowly, again, let me say, is an amazing company. Is an amazing company. But the fact is, Apple sales for iPhones aren't as crazy as they used to be. Because people just keep an iPhone. Like, I've had this iPhone for the last, like, 3 years now, right? So the thing is, the way that they're trying to make money now is when people do get a new iPhone, they have to change the charger every year. They got to change the port every single year. They got to change whatever. Then we have to, hey, okay, we have AirPods, like, right? So the thing is, when you think about, like, what is Apple's products? Yes, they have laptops. Yes, they have phones and they have AirPods. But they've really just been, 90% of their sales are really just off the iPhones. So it's saying Apple's having its worst day of August since following reports of China AI struggles. So Apple stock's down on 4% on Thursday, its worst day since August 5th, following several reports of lackluster iPhone sales. So the iPhone maker stock price is down nearly 12% from its most recent peak in December. It's worst performing of the 7 largest technology stocks so far in 2025. So traders, Apple again, I mean, how long can this last? Will there ever be a time that a new phone comes out that surpasses the iPhone? That, like, it's just like people are like, you know what? I'm kind of over the iPhone. Will that ever happen? Maybe at some point. But but I don't really know any new products that Apple has come on out that people actually like, right? They came out with those big headphone, like, glasses. Remember those? What were they called? I forget. Right? But if I saw someone walking around with those, I don't know, man. I don't want to be rude or mean, but you just look so silly. You look so stupid. You look like you're just trying to be. If you're walking down the middle of New York City with those giant things on your face, you're basically just saying, I'm better than you. like it's almost like you being, like, rich in the most snobby way. It's like, oh yeah, I'm answering text messages while walking. It's like, just look at your phone and just answer your text message. You're fine. You know, I feel like no one bought those whatsoever, right? And then, if you guys didn't know, Apple actually spent over like $100 million trying to create a car. Just like when, you know, Tesla, they try to come out with their Apple car, that which never came on out. Would you guys buy an Apple car? Would you guys buy an Apple SUV? The Apple car right here? So maybe, I mean, I'll be honest, that thing looks pretty sick if they ever did come out with that. But that's just a digital, you know, fake thing right there. But, you know, so, I mean, Apple kind of is coming on down to, if their iPhone sales drop, if iPhone sales are dropping, and they're dropping heavily in China right now, I mean, Apple doesn't really have that many other big selling products out there, right? The iPhone's great. They do have MacBooks, they have AirPods, but without the iPhone, the company is just not what it is. So Apple getting pretty destroyed at this moment, dropping all the way back on down. Apple's still trying to, and if you got Apple right now, if you want to add Apple to your long-term portfolio, you're getting Apple at the same price people are buying it back in August. I mean, that's awesome. You know, getting the same price back in August, and Apple's going to be a company that will move on up. I know I'm bashing Apple a little bit right now at this moment. Traders, from what I've taught you though, if you want to do a long-term investment, what is the best way to look at the play? Who can give me the answer first? If you want to do a long-term investment, don't be in a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute chart. What time frame do you want to do to get a good idea of if stocks are overbought, if they're oversold? Like, where can you do that? Remember, it's all about the monthly. Go back on over to the monthly chart, and the monthly chart is going to give us an idea, right? Because we know what, traders, when we take a look at the stock market, it doesn't matter how we look at the plays. What is the typical stock market trend? The typical stock market trend is this. Isn't this what we learned stocks are? Now, if I showed you that a stock does this, what would you guys think? Oh, Dek, that looks like a bubble. That looks like the stock's overbought. So if you see a stock go straight on up, we can expect that we are going to be having one of these pullbacks coming soon, right? We can expect when a stock goes straight up, a pullback most likely is going to be coming. It's the same exact thing right here. Apple has spike, has pullback. Has spikes, has pullbacks. Has spikes, has pullbacks. has spikes, and this is nice. It's good. It's all natural that we're having a pullback. Same exact thing, team, though. Like when you take a look, though, at like NVIDIA. NVIDIA is just spike. There really hasn't been that monster pullback yet. And I know like when you're over on, let's say, a daily chart, you'll be like, oh yeah, NVIDIA would never fall any lower than like 120, or it would never even go underneath 130. But when you take a step back and you actually take a look at it, guys, you can see like a good reasonable area would be like back down to 100 on NVIDIA. Like that's you might say, no, that'll never happen because you're a long-term investor. I got you, right? But the thing is, 100% it could happen. The stock has absolutely exploded with nearly no pullbacks whatsoever. It's almost like the SPY. The SPY traders. If you want to take a look over on the S&P 500, we are due for a nice drop. We are due for a very big pullback. Just take a look at normal price movement, right? Normal price movement. What do we have here? We have our, let's just go with a very nice climb. Here's 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 a very nice climb, right? What happens after these very nice climbs? We have a very nice pullback, very nice pullback, very nice pullback, very nice pullback. Traders, am I telling you right now that we are going to fall into the greatest recession ever known to man? No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that in any sort of way. But would anyone here be shocked after, again, seeing what we have right here, that we do this, and then we go back to this? I think this looks normal. This would look okay. This would look normal. So then, Dek, what is like the best price if you want to do a long-term investment to wait to? Somewhere in this region. So Dek, where is that region? This area right here is going to be back on down to like the 550s. The 550s, the 540s. And you might say, Dek, we're at 597. That would never happen. Traders, I know it seems like the stock market just only goes up. But we were back down in the 540s literally what? You know, back in August, right? We were back in the 540s. We were back in the 530s in August. We literally only 3 months ago, back in September, we were in the 540s. We could easily go back into the 540s. It was 3.5 months ago we were in the 540s. So it would be absolutely normal in every single way if we just have a little bit of a pullback. Come back into the 540s, and I think that would be the best of the best. So if all of a sudden, traders, let's just get this right now. If all of a sudden the SPY starts going back down to the 580s, starts going back down to the 570s, starts going back down to the 560s, and every single person here is freaking out. You see on CNBC, they're freaking out. They're going nuts. They're going crazy. Guys, you guys should be excited. Guys, when I see the market fall and I see the market tank and I see the market drop, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be mean, but I get a little giddy. I get a little excited. I get a little pumped on up. And you know why I get pumped on up? Because again, guess what? These only happen 1, 2, 3, 4. They only happen like once every other year. And guess what? We're kind of going into that every other year. Where I'm not saying we're going to fall into a recession. We're going to have a natural, healthy pullback, right? Natural, healthy pullback. And that's okay. So I'm excited for the S&P 500 to pull on back. I'm excited for the S&P 500 to have a normal movement. I'm excited for the S&P 500 to be able to get where it needs to go for us to go on up higher. We got to take one step back to take 2 steps forward. All right, so the S&P 500, let's continue to keep our eyes peeled on it. We'll see what that does. But obviously, right now, we've had very strong data. CPI data was very good. PPI data was very good earlier this week. Wednesday was solid, right? We take a look over on here. Let's get this recap of the week. Trader says, weekly recap. Name all of the best stocks. Monday, PHIO. PHIO came out with a press release, said promising results. PHIO went absolutely crazy, but as we all know, whatever spikes on up in the penny stock world comes crashing all the way back on down. And when I say penny stock world, guys, I'm referring to anything like under $10. So again, we saw a $2 stock spike up to $10, fall all the way back down to $2. Tuesday, PPI data was released. PPI data was released. We also saw it in our favorite market, AIFF. AFIF went from $2 to $6, fell all the way back on down towards around $2.90. Wednesday, CPI data was released. CPI data came on out. The stock market ended up spiking very big. Bank stocks also had great earnings, and the number one play was OSTX, spiked on up, came crashing all the way back on down. Thursday, BMRA, United Arab Emirates Ministry of Health and Prevention approves of BioAmerica's Fortel PSA screening to detect early signs of prostate cancer. Stock went on a big time spike, came crashing on down. Traders, I know I've said this a bajillion times, but you only buy in pre-market, you short at the start of the day. Apple falls 4% yesterday. So again, Apple had that very big drop. It started getting a lot of weakness. Very, very slow week for news. Very slow week. You guys can see right now, even the number one top gainer is still PRZO. Number one top gainer, still PRZO at this time. All right. So let's get ourselves prepared. I'm actually going to switch on over our scanners and let's just see what we got today. Let's see what comes on up. Let's see what we have at this moment. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, right now is an absolutely beautiful time to ask. I look forward to helping you. I look forward to seeing you guys grow. I look forward to seeing you guys make more money. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns right now, please ask me. Happy to help. Let's get after it.
I would never fall in love again until I found her. I said I would never fall unless it's you I fall into. I was lost within the darkness, but then I found her. I found you.
Hold your breath, darling, swim to shore. I'll tread the water in that heart of yours. And when it storms, we'll sail right through the waves. I love you more than yesterday. I love you more than yesterday.
Okay, let's get after it here, traders. So Christina saying deck is OKLO similar to BWXT? Absolutely. Very similar. Very similar. OKLO is in the same kind of nuclear SMR type of wave. So again, remember guys, the reason why they're coming out with SMRs is they're smaller, small modular reactors. Nuclear is a scary word. People don't want to build nuclear power plants. So again, they're just using uranium to build nuclear in SMRs. SMRs is what can power the AI chips. We don't need giant nuclear power plants. We just need to be able to build factories to build SMRs, which is kind of like little tiny balls of nuclear that'll work the chips. So like OKLO has to do with SMRs, has to do with uranium, has to do with nuclear. But yeah, all good stuff. I want to make sure you guys completely understand all of that, guys. And it's just by putting the pieces together. Everything that's happening out there, like, let's head on over to Trump's Instagram real quick. You head on over to Trump's Instagram. Why do you think he's putting this? Oh, Canada. Why do you think he's putting that, guys? He's putting that right here because Canada is literally one of the richest uranium countries in the entire world. Why was he out in Greenland, right? Why do you think he wants Canada so bad? Uranium. Right? Why was his son out in Greenland? Uranium. He knows that though. You know why? Because he talks to Facebook. He talks to Mark Zuckerberg. He talks to Jeff Bezos. Is it funny that Jeff Bezos is super close to them now? That Mark Zuckerberg, is close to him now? Like all these people. Because again, now he's trying to say, all right, hey, let me go get these resources. Also, a little heads on up, traders. I got to throw this out here right now. Someone saying, Deck, you haven't answered my message yet over on Telegram. Can you please answer me? So that's what I just wanted to answer. If anyone tells you that I am on Telegram, it is a fake. It is a phony. It is not me. Okay? So please be aware. The only way to contact me is literally contact me right here, right now in chat on YouTube. DekmarTrades@gmail.com. Do not talk to anyone on Instagram that you think it's me. It's not me. I'm not talking to you. Okay? So if it's on Twitter, it's not me. You can go over to Instagram. You can go over to Twitter. I just had someone say, hey, Deck, this is the worst. I've had this happen twice. I think twice in my life this has happened. Where, again, people say, on chat, like on stream, to say, hey, Deck, how's my $5,000 investment doing? And I have no idea what they're talking about. And they say, no, I sent you again $5,000 in Bitcoin last week. And I say, that wasn't me. So please just know that. Obviously, it breaks my heart when, again, people say that they sent these scammers, you know, fake money. But please know, if you go over to Dekmar Trades over on Twitter, this is me, at Dekmar Trades. But then look what we have, at Dekmar Trades with a 3, right? That's a scammer. At Dekmar Traders, underscores, scammer, right? You could see all these people. Dekmar Trades via Tradecaster, small balls stocks, no idea who that is. Dekmar Trade Season, no idea who that is. Dekmar Private, not me. L Dekmar Trades, Dekmar Trade spelt wrong. Dekmar Trade, Dekmar Trades underscore, Dekmar Trades. These are all fake people that will hit you up and they will all say, oh, hey, you want me to trade for you? Oh, send me the money, I'll trade for you. So please, 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 guys, never, never, never send them money, okay? I am not on Telegram. I'm not on any of that. So let's make sure that we're all set, ready to rock and roll. Want to make sure that we're all good. Deck, was that you only on OnlyFans then? Let's get ready for the next play. Let's get ready for the next play. Let's keep going. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we have. No. No. Somebody knows. Deck, on slow days like this, do you just watch the scanners or where would you look for plays? Yeah, I see what comes on up on the high of the day momentum scanner. I like to look at the high of the day momentum scanner, what comes on out. I like to see, again, you know, if anything gets halted. So I like to look to see what plays get halted. I like to see what plays come up on the high of the day momentum scanner. Kind of things like that. So traders, PRZO is trying to get this hype to kind of kick off this party. We got about 1 minute here, traders. 1 minute till it's game time. 1 minute until we get after it here, people. Guys, PRZO is the best potential play here today. Let's have ourselves a day here, traders. PRZO, high watch, high alert. PRZO looking for this breakout. PRZO seeing if this stock is going to be able to squeeze on up in any sort of way. PRZO, let's see if this thing can squeeze on up through 250. This is the #1 play that most traders are focused on at this moment. Gotta turn that off here for a second. Let's get ourselves ready to go. Guys, happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Let's turn this into a free weekend Friday. Free weekend Friday means you do not pay for anything over the weekend. Dinner is free. Groceries are free. Bills are free. You can treat your wife. You can treat your husband. You can treat your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You can treat your wife's boyfriend. You can treat your children. Let's make it all free. All free. So let's try to see if we can make some money here today. We don't have any plays at this time, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. But let's see what we have. Deck, what do you mean treat your wife's boyfriend? I don't know. Some of you guys are into some weird things nowadays. I have no idea. Ever since people started... Guys, the high school that I went to literally has litter boxes in the boys' bathroom. I have no idea what that even means at this point. So whatever you want to do, I'm okay with it, I guess. I have no idea. I'm just a random guy nowadays. So let's go here. Dekmartrades@gmail.com. Easy. You got you there. PRZO starting off with a little bit of a drop at the start right here. PRZO starting to get a little bit of a drop. TGL, little bit of a move on up. Let's watch the high of the day momentum scanner. Guys, best thing to do is watch for a count alert. See the count alerts here? Whatever, again, breaks 21st usually shows it has the most volume. And that is showing right now VS. VS was the #1 top gainer this morning in the stock market. And again, this is a play at this time that is looking to be able to squeeze and spike. Guys, we're strong resistance on VS. VS, super strong resistance going across the board at 365. 365, super strong resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, then gets a big time pullback. So VS, strong resistance, big time pullback. But again, the count alerts, this is how it works on out, okay? So a little heads on up for every single trader. The high of the day momentum scanner shows us every stock that's hitting a high of the day. The way to do this is whenever a stock breaks a 20, it shows that it has decent volume, okay? So in the beginning of the morning, when a stock breaks 20, it shows it has good volume, shows it has good attention, it shows it has good hype. So what do we have right now? LAS. LAS right now showing us that this stock has over 20 new high of the days all in a certain period of time, in a short period of time, showing that it does have buying volume. Now, LAS did have news this morning as well. We went over the news this morning, but it just started spiking just like, a couple moments ago. LAS 1 hour ago came on out and says that LAS has criteria and secures a hardware platform for testing success. So there was a press release over on LAS. And why is this one spiking now, Dek? Why is it ripping and running now? Well, it's because, as I said before, every other trader just has they want to trade. Every single trader just wants to put themselves in on some sort of play. Every single person just wants to make some sort of money. All right? So they're like, oh, let's go. Everyone goes, let's go buy VS. And everyone says, no, screw VS. Everyone run away. Let's go over to LAES. Everyone's like, yeah, LAS. And then pretty soon that'll fall. And people say, oh, let's go back to PRZO. So it's like the mob is shifting. Everyone's looking to see what play is going to be the best play here today. NUKK also trying to build on up here a little bit. NUKK, guys. So again, top stocks to watch. We have NUKK got NASDAQ clearance yesterday. They are going to stay on the NASDAQ, not drop down to the OTC market. Might get a little bit of hype. LAES had a press release, has to hold about $5. VS, again, this one's starting to drop. They expanded into Brazil. NUKK is trying to get a little bit of momentum at this moment. NUKK at this time, slowly trying to build on up. If you guys are interested, Dek, how high can this one go up to? This one will probably go up towards, if it can break the pre-market high. First things first, got to break the pre-market high. Notice, again, this is what we mean by resistance. Guys, NUKK is getting dumped at this moment. Every play that is hitting its resistance is getting dumped. Resistance is an area, very simple, that you can't get above. It's resisting you to get above. NUKK resisted at 37.78, came back on down. It just came on up to 37.79, came back on down. Whenever you get there, people know it's time to sell. Dek, how do we know to sell? Because it couldn't break it in the past. If it couldn't break it in the past, people always say, this is my sell target. This is the area I'm locking up. Is it funny that NUKK ran on up to 37.79, dumped, 37.79, dumped? Is it funny that VS spiked up to 370, dumped, 370, dumped, 370, dumped? All of these plays, 370 dumped. So it's like a lot of times Fridays could easily hold up strong resistance. PRCO starting to fall. STBK. Notice again though, traders, these are all like 1 count, 4 counts. Look at TGL. TGL, this is a very small play. 118 counts means it's hitting a lot of high of the days in a very short amount of time. So whenever you see a play like 100 high of the days, obviously that stock has a lot of movement, has a lot of hype, has a lot of attention. TGL at this moment, traders, still again working and trying to grind its way right now. TGL. Trying to see if this play. TGL earnings reports. Now, this is not the new golf league TGL. Just a little heads on up. Do you guys like that? You guys like the new golf league TGL? I like it. So too many haters nowadays, guys. Too many haters. People are like, oh, I hate it. It sucks. Why does it suck? Oh, it's not real golf. Guys, it is January. Who cares? It's like, what else are you going to be watching? Just be going on YouTube and just typing in random videos of cats and just hoping again you're just watching something. It's like, you know, if I get to see Tiger Woods again, you know, play a little golf and, you know, I'm entertained on a Tuesday, sure, I get it. It's not the Masters. I don't care. I still get to watch again some good golf and have some fun. People are like, no, it's not real golf. Nah, it's not real golf. Right now, traders, what do we have? VS, top resistance, rejected. Top resistance, rejected. Top resistance, rejected. NUKK, top resistance, rejected. Top resistance, rejected. Top resistance, rejected. Traders, if you guys could sum up this entire week into, let's say, one sentence, 2 sentences, what would it be? In my eyes, if I had to sum up this entire week, I would say buy in pre-market, short at the start of the day. That's not only summing up this week, that sums up my trading career. Buy in pre-market, short at the start of the day. If you want to make money, short at the start of the day. If you want to make money on the upside, you buy in pre-market. Now, will stocks break on out every now and then? 100%, guys. 100% they will. Right? So it's not every single play, but the majority. That's a great rule of thumb. Great rule of thumb to start your trading career. How's the SPY doing right now? SPY right now at this time, 596. So 596, we are watching this to see if this is going to be able to break on out, start getting any sort of movement. Start getting a little bit more hype here. How's Apple doing? Apple had that 4% drop yesterday. Got absolutely smoked. It is, again, getting a little bit of a dip buy earlier this morning, which is absolutely fine. I want to see, I'm logging in. I want to see how my long-term investments are doing at this time. So logging into that account. Apple's is starting to get a little bit of a pullback here, traders. Apple's already starting to get a little bit of a pullback back on down. So right now, traders, as you guys know, I have been still sitting on, I'm waiting for that big pullback to get involved in a lot of my trades, to get involved in a lot of my plays, as you guys know. So I want to be getting myself ready to rock. This is my long-term portfolio, just starting off 2025, if anyone's interested. As you guys already know, I do have AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. I'm just going to kind of talk really quickly on why I like the plays that I have. Okay, number one, AMD. AMD, traders. Very simple, very easy. A lot of people, okay, and let me just explain this to you guys. Very easy. Every single person over on Reddit or Twitter or StockTwits, they say AMD, advanced money destroyer, right? Traders, AMD 100% has been falling for the past year. But on the grand scheme of things, this has been a company that has consistently moved on up over the last 10 years. Over 1 year, it had a drop. And you know what? We don't buy when it's up 227. We don't buy when it's at 200. We're getting in now off that 50-day moving average at 120, whatever, right? We're getting in at very low areas that are great. This is a company that has climbed for 10 years in a row. And because it fell 1 year, people didn't like it. Imagine if you said the same exact thing back in 2021. Oh, advanced money destroyer. Oh, this place sucks. It's not good whatsoever. Okay, see you later. 2022, 2023, bang. Same exact idea. The same exact idea is we want to get involved in this area. Hey, this stock sucks. Cool. See you in 2025, 2026. Bang, back on up towards 200. So AMD is a great company. Great company. Remember, NVIDIA caters to the wealthy. NVIDIA is the cream of the crop. NVIDIA is the best of the best. NVIDIA is Ferrari. NVIDIA is Lamborghini. That's part of the market. Guess what other parts of the market? Toyota Camry, a Prius, a Hyundai Sonata. Guess what? There's going to be a lot of people that want Ferraris. There's a lot of people that just want to get a chip. Just get a car that takes them from A to B. That's where AMD is going to be able to thrive, right? BWXT. BWXT right here, guys. This play, one of my favorite plays. Again, I'm in on BWXT at 113. 113.37 is what I'm sitting on BWXT at this time. As you guys know, this is one I want to heavy go invest over the next few years. Next few years, I want to go heavy in BWXT. BWXT, I got in almost right at the exact bottom. 113, it's now up to 120. Beautiful. All right, we just already went over the nuclear plays. Absolutely awesome. And then last one, Nike, one of the most recognizable sports brands in the world. They hired a new CEO 2 years ago that was unfortunately not very good. Over the last 2 years, Nike had a CEO that sucked, right? And what sucked? Cared more about politics than the sports brand. Guys, I'll be honest with you. I do not care what your political opinion is. I don't care if you're left. I don't care if you're right. I don't care if you like Democrats, if you like Republicans. I don't care if you like Biden. I don't care if you like Trump. That doesn't matter to me in any sort of way. But when it comes down to a business, right? If you care about one side of politics more than the other, right? Guess what? You're going to be losing massive clientele. You're going to be losing massive clientele. When guys, of course I have my own political beliefs, just like you do. Do I share them with you? No, I'm here to make money. I'm here to make you guys better traders. That's fine. That's my job. That's what I'm here to. I'm not going to say, oh, anyone on the right or anyone on the left, you guys aren't welcomed here. That's kind of what Nike made it feel like over the last 2 years, right? So the fact is they fired that CEO. They brought in this brand new CEO, someone who's been part of the company, who is now going to get this company back on track, back into Nike world, right? So that's what I like about Nike. I like how they fired the CEO. They got a new CEO back on it who's been with the company since 1980. They said, you know what? Let's get back to being sports. Let's get back to, again, doing what we do best. What's Nike? Nike, when I think about when I was growing up, was that Nike swoosh. I think of Jordan. I think of Kobe. I think of, again, the best athletes in the world use Nike. Over the last 2 years, I don't think about that. Over the last 3 years, that's not how I see Nike. We got to change that public like that public image of Nike. Get it back to what it is. Get it back to what it is. Right now, traders, we are all set here. Fired on up, gassed up, ready to go. Got a lot of things that we still have opportunities on. TGL. Deck, is it rare to get press releases after 9:30? Yes, most of the time we will not get press releases after 9:30. So the majority of the time we will not get press releases after 9:30. Right now, traders, you guys are all set, ready to go. Looking forward to see what we have. We got TGL, we got VS still fading, ZEO still fading. PRZO is going for it, guys. As stated, if there is going to be a spike today, it's going to be PRZO most likely. PRZO. Let's type it in correctly. Now, PRZO, this play. Spike, drop, spike, drop, spike, drop, spike, drop. Traders, what is going to be the idea? The idea is right now, every single person, let's watch this together. Deck, how do we read a level 2? Here's a fun little lesson. Okay, I always like doing this. Let's talk about this. When I first started stock trading, one of the things that confused me the most was this right here, the level 2. Now, the level 2, I want to break this on down and we can look at literally a live stock, a live trade, and understand how the level 2 can help us. Now, to start off with the level 2, let's just get the basics. When I want to be looking at what do I want out of the level 2, and let me get this right here. There we go. So when I'm taking a look at the level 2, what I'm constantly looking for is understanding the relationship between the buyers and the sellers. Anything on this side is going to be what we call the bids. And the bids are going to be the buyers. So the buyer side is simply enough just going to be here over. This is the bid side. Now, the opposite side is going to be what we call the ask. And the ask is going to be this side, split down the middle. You ever see like a movie where it's like this colony lives over here and they're like, nah, we hate that side over here. And then this guys are always like, nah, we hate you guys over here. Right? It's like Squid Games. I watched Squid Games recently and they have the people that want to go home and they have the people that want to stay. Right? If you guys just watched the brand new Squid Games too. That's kind of how I see it. We got the bids and we have the ask. We have the buyers on one side, and then we are, of course, going to be having the sellers on the opposite side. Now, what we want to do is the sellers, or if you want to think about it in a different way, the shorters, the people that want the stock to fall, or the buyers, the people that want the stock to go on up, are going to be in a constant battle. And this constant battle is going to be for land, for the price, for the stock. So what do you think the buyers want the stock to do? The buyers want the stock to go up. They want to conquer 246, 246, 247, 249. They want to have enough people on their side that they eat up the 246s, that they eat up the 247s, that they eat up the 249s. Same exact thing on the ask. The ask wants to get a lot of people. They want to get people over on their side where they can eat up the 245s, the 244s, the 243s, the 236s, and make the stock drop. Because if the stock falls, shorters make money. And if the stock rises, buyers make the money. So now let's go ahead and get a good understanding of this play a little bit more. What is happening? Well, you are going to have to learn to build a relationship between the chart and the level 2. Now, what does this relationship tell me? What does this relationship show? What this relationship is essentially showing, I'm going to take another screenshot right here, is that whenever PRZO comes on up towards around the price of 250, what happens over on the stock? I want this to go away. There you go. We have 250, we always get rejected. So you can see 250, we get rejected, 250, we get rejected, 250, we get rejected, 250, we get rejected. This is telling me that this is super heavy short selling territory. This is short selling country. Whenever the stock gets anywhere around here, everyone knows, hey, it's time for me to go home, right? Let's kind of go back to that movie example. We could see, let's say, someone walking over to a fence, walking over to a line, and some kid that doesn't know be like, hey, let's keep on going. And they say, oh, I'm not allowed on that side. You know, my mom and dad always tell me I can't go over that side. That's basically how buyers and sellers are seeing this play at this moment. All buyers know, if we come up towards that 250 mark, hey, we're going to get smashed. If I buy over this line, I'm going to lose all my money. Just like this guy did, and this guy did, and this guy did, and this guy did, and these guys did. So the thing is, 250 is very strong resistance. Now, what is the shorters trying to do? Well, the shorters are now going to try to expand their territory, right? They're going to keep trying to bring it on down and make the stock eventually crash and fall. So you need to think about it almost as it's a constant battle. It's a constant war. It's a constant war between buyers and sellers, both trying to take each other's territories. Now, what can I also see at this moment? I can also see, when I take a look at this play, that usually when it comes down towards around 220, that's going to be the buyer's territory. Notice what we have here, traders. What we have at this moment is I could see that 220 is usually where it bounces on up and bounces on up and bounces on up and bounces on up. So let's do the same exact example. At this moment, taking a look just at the chart, I can already get a good gauge and good understanding that whenever we come up here is the time that you short, is the time that the stock usually falls. And every single time that you come over here or come down towards this area, this is the time that everyone starts buying. So guess what happens if you start shorting the play? If you say, hey guys, let's go ahead, let's go, and we short it here. Well, you get bounced back on up and you lose all your money on a short. So it's really scary to short in buyer country. Now, it's also very scary to buy the play up here, hoping it goes on up when everyone loses their money in shorting country. So now it's starting to make a little bit more sense, right? You're starting to say, okay, hey, once I can gauge and get a good understanding of where, gauge like where buyers are at, where shorters are at, I can start making better decisions. But Dek, how does the level 2 now play into effect? Well, now we know that. Let's see how well the buyers can hold off the sellers here. So the buyers, their goal is to say, let's keep the sellers, let's keep the shorters out from coming into our territory. Let's keep them out of 220. Because if all of a sudden the gates break, if all of a sudden the walls fall of 220, 219, 218, the shorters could then start moving on in and try to take more territory, take more of the chart, take more of that move. You can think about it in so many different ways. You can think about it in like a territory way. You can think about it as, let's say, a war, two different battles. If that's like, these guys versus these guys. Sometimes I think about it even in a fun way like this. I think about it in a fun way where this is like a soccer game. And let's say this is the field And, out of that, and then what we have at this is if you go underneath 220, you basically score a goal, right? What happens when and this is just the field right here. So this would be 250, right? This is going to be $2.50 that the bids are trying to score on. The bids are trying to score on to win the goal. And then this side over here is going to be go underneath 219, 218. And then guess what happened? If they can do that, then guess what? The sellers, the shorters are winning and they're scoring a goal. Guess what happened right here? Guys, look what we got at this moment. A goal! The shorters right now are super excited. Why are they super excited? Because again, they're scoring. If you want to go with the territory, they're taking over more territory. They have the momentum on their side. We basically have the soccer field right here. We have, again, you got to score a goal if you break 250, right? What happens when you score a goal? You got the energy, you got the momentum. Same exact thing with PRZO. PRZO right here, go underneath 220. You're getting the momentum. You're going to win the game. Right now, if you want to think about it as like more of that army or the military or again, taking over and conquering land. Right now, PRZO is in a tense battle where the bids, the 215s are saying, come on, hold 215. Let's push them back above 220. And the shorters right now are saying to themselves, no, bring them down. Bring them down to $2. We got them right where we want them. So let's watch this battle at this moment. The bids right now are trying to hold up 215s. They're trying to hold up 216s. The buyers are saying, come on, push them back above 220. We can't let them take it for us. And now again, these shorters, the ask is saying, no, guys, they're underneath 220. We haven't gotten this low. Keep them lower. Keep them down. Keep bringing them down even lower, down towards 210. So we got this constant battle going back and forth. And that's all the level 2 is. The level 2 is literally just a constant battle where we are pushing people and these people are holding their shields up and they're getting dragged on back as there's so much force and they're saying, don't let them push us. And that's exactly what we're happening at this moment. Now again, the bids are trying to get that momentum back into the field. They're trying to put the soccer ball out of the net and into the field. They're trying to say, don't take our territory. But that's the way you can literally watch a level 2 every single day. A lot of people look at the level 2 and they say to themselves, oh, I guess I'm just looking at a whole bunch of numbers. It's not just looking at a whole bunch of numbers. It's literally, again, comparing what's the field, what's the mutual land, and what's the main land that you're trying to overcome. This is the mutual land right here, 220 to 250. You go above 250, guess what? We're going to short you right back on down. You go near 220, we're going to buy you right back on up. And at some point, we're going to steal that land. At some point, our army is going to be so strong we can take that land. Or if you want to think about it as this is the soccer field, you score a goal if you go up here, you score a goal if you go down here. But that's like literally, I go back and forth in my mind. I got a crazy mind. I don't even know what's going to be happening in there half the time, guys. But the thing is, that's how I see the level 2 nearly every single day. And it makes it, right? It makes it, it makes it a lot more fun. Makes it a lot more easier. Makes it a lot more, engaging to be able to read that every single day. But awesome, that's how I see it. Do you guys like that? Do you guys see how that happens? Do you guys see how that play, happens and how that play, goes on? And now you can start maybe even understanding the level 2 in a very elementary way. Because now guess what's happening? The buyers are trying to buy right back on in, right around that 220 area. But no, guys, I do not have any trades at this time. I mean, what am I going to trade? What am I going to trade? TGL up 65%, barely doing anything. What am I going to trade? VS has been falling all day. What am I going to trade? A stock that's up, ZBAI has barely any volume. XCure deck randomly trying to spike right now. XCure just got halted, I believe. Randomly just trying to spike its way on up. I mean, it's just, there's nothing right here. Nothing right here. Then I also see, again, traders, I got you. But I also see people every now and then say, Deck, again, can you not talk as much? Sure, no problem. This is fun. This is a good time, right? You guys are having fun? Shh, you said no talking. Okay. Guys, obviously I want to use every single moment. Obviously, I want to use every single moment. Obviously, I want to be able to teach you. If I'm not trading, I'm teaching. If I'm not teaching, I'm trading. If I'm not trading, if I'm not teaching, I'm entertaining and being able to make you laugh or something. If I'm not trading, if I'm not teaching, if I'm not making you laugh, I don't know what I'll do then. I don't know. Maybe I'll just start taking off my clothes and making it really uncomfortable for both of us. But something. You're going to be feeling something every day here. So we're all good. Yeah, I just hate, and again, I don't mean to do this, but you know what? 99% of live streaming trades are. Yeah, someone else go over to YouTube right now and just type in live day trading. You know what? I'll tell you what it is. I'll show you what it is right here. You guys ready for this? First off, it won't even be me. You won't even see the guy. And it'll be this. It'll be this. This is what you do. You'll hear typing and you'll hear breathing, and then he'll just say he made a whole bunch of money. Ready and action. Hey guys. No. TGL, I might play this stock. Hold on. Discord, thanks for the 20 points. Yeah. Oh, guys, hold on a second. I'm going to enter. Yes. I just did it. Guys, I just made $20 million. $20 million. Thank you. That's all it is. Okay? That's all it is. That's literally, again, 99% of streams. That's literally 99% of streams nowadays. That's all it is. That's 99% of streams nowadays, guys. It is absolutely brutal. So right here, we are going to be watching and waiting, seeing what's going to be coming on up here. Getting ourselves prepared. TGL, not too much. VS, not too much. ZBAI, no. CHRO, no. XXG, no. ZEO, no. PRZO, no. Is there even a stock that's even going up at this moment? Traders, there's nothing on. PRZO is falling. ZEO is falling. XRG is falling. BTCT not doing anything. CHRO not doing anything. XCure, okay, we'll watch it. ZBAI. VSR, VS falling. TGL falling. All right, let's just see what XCure is doing. XCure, this stock is live at this moment. This play still, we are just watching this to see what this play is going to be doing. Can this one be able to spike on up in any sort of way? XCure, any sort of news on this play? Anything that's actually happening over on this play? XCure, this stock 3 weeks ago, last press release. 3 weeks ago was the last press release on this. All right, traders. If you guys do not know, though, I already said we're running this back next week. Traders, next week we're running this back. Next week we're live on YouTube again. Next week we're going after it again. The reason why I say that is because, again, I've been able to teach you and help you and give you lessons, and that's great and fun. But I know why you guys are here. You guys are here because you want to make some money. You guys are here because you want to be able to watch me trade. You guys are here because you want to be able to watch it in action. You guys are here because you want to become full-time stock traders. Guess what? We're not becoming full stock traders by not pulling the trigger. We're not becoming full-time stock traders by not making any money. Now, it's great that, again, our long-term investments can make us money. It's great that, again, we're able to trade earlier this week. But you know how you definitely will not become a full-time stock trader? By pulling the trigger on TGL and losing. And by pulling the trigger on VS and losing. And by pulling the trigger on BTCT or CHRO or XG or PRZO and losing. You will be going in the opposite direction if you pull the trigger today on these random plays. So, you want to become a full-time stock trader, I love it. But learn discipline first. Discipline is going to take you a very long way. Because you know what? It's nice to sit up with $900 in profit. Even though that's not that much, guess what? $900 on the week is better than nothing. So we are going to keep on going, guys. We're going to keep on going. We're going to keep doing what we do best. And next week, we're going to be back after it, ready to have some fun. Traders, does anyone have any sort of final questions, comments, or concerns for me? Any sort of questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. I will be more than happy to help you guys on out with anything that you guys need in any sort of way. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let's see here. Let's see what we got. Obviously, want to help you on out. Guys, little final heads on up here. Today, 15% off, final chance. If you guys are interested in joining the TradeCaster community, type in the word Friday in the promo code, and you will be able to join the TradeCaster community, access to the live streams, access to the video library, access to the chat room, access to my streams every single day. So type in the word Friday on any membership, and you guys will be getting again, 15% off discount, promo code Friday. Get on over here. Today is the last day for discounts. So I want to make sure that you guys are all good. So you guys are all set. Let's again turn it on up here. Turn it on up here. Get this music going. Get this music going here. Let's get the people pumped on up. Let's see what we got.
Que ya llevo mucho tiempo ensayando porque yo voy a hacer la música y voy a cantar a la vez también. Y es algo muy difícil, pero al que guste lo puedo enseñar. No cobro, yo no cobro. Y dice así. Cuan 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 cuan. Ya está cerrada con 3 candados y remachada la puerta negra. Queen, 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 porque tus padres están celosos y tienen miedo que yo te quiera. Cuan, 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 cuan. Han de pensar que...
Sometimes you just got to get the crew fired up a little bit, you know? Sometimes you just got to get the crew fired up a little bit.
NFT.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, everyone here, I love you. I want to have an amazing Friday with you guys as always, but it is just a little too slow here, team. I don't want to be gambling. I don't want to, again, be putting myself in any sort of bad positions whatsoever, so I'm going to let out the dogs right here, let you guys off the leash. I'm going to open up the back door, let you guys have some fun. Traders, thank you so much for everyone who has joined us this week. Thank you so much to everyone who has been tuning into the live streams. Thank you so much for everyone who's been part of this absolutely incredible, absolutely amazing community. Tradecaster.com, baby. I love it. You guys over in Tradecaster, you guys over in chat, the people that donated over on YouTube. I mean, the endless support. I will truly say I am blessed beyond words. So thank you so much for being part of my life. Thank you so much for being part of this community. Thank you so much for being part of this day and making it so memorable and so special. Ladies and gentlemen, we're running this back starting next week. Next week, we're running it back. So bring in the energy, bring the excitement, bring the hype, bring the enthusiasm, bring what you gotta bring, because we got a big week coming on up. I'll see you guys all back in chat on Tuesday. Monday is Martin Luther King Day. So Tuesday, we are back in chat, back on YouTube, back on Discord, and we're keeping it going. We're keeping it going. Little side note, if you guys are not part of the Discord, let me again send you a free invite. It's a free Discord. No issue. You guys can just join, put alerts, put updates. So if you guys are not part of the Discord, click this link right here. And again, you guys can join the Discord. Absolutely free. No credit card. Just free alerts. Take them how you want them. Guys, I love you. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys back here next week. Let's do it. Let's crush it. And again, have a wonderful day.
Computers never sleep. It's verified. It's NFT. For your vanity. Computers never sleep. It's verified. It's guaranteed. NFT.